Hurts, slant, Brown, lunge, touchdown Philadelphia. A.J. Brown snatched it out of the air for the score. Checks wing, well hit ball, and there it goes. Number 300 for Ken Griffey Jr. One of the youngest ever in the major leagues to reach the 300 home run plateau. Bothered by Lou. Iverson. How about that? Steps over Teron Lou. 7 straight points by Iverson.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Louis Sports Network. It is NBA Friday here on the channel, but before I get started, I would be remiss if I didn't bring in my special guest calling tonight's game with me, the one and only, the notorious one, a.k.a. Notorious G Money Hoops. What is going on, my man? What is going on? How's everything going? And are you ready for this game tonight between the Lakers and the Bucks?
I can't wait. What's shaking and baking? Cool cast. What's cracking second? Big Lou. I can't wait for the game at the Deer District in Milwaukee, home of the Deer.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Fizzer Forum here with the Milwaukee Bucks. Shout out to Bucks Nation, Lakers Nation. You see LeBron and AD in the background. You see Giannis and Chris Middleton. Speaking of Chris Middleton, he's coming back tonight.
Yep,
Chris Middleton is supposed to be playing back.
Captain Chris is coming back. Another piece to finish the puzzle of the Bucks.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Lakers are coming in with an 8-12 record right now in the Western Conference. The Bucks with the second best record in the NBA at 15-5. Only the Boston Celtics have the league's best record at 18-4. So the Bucks are trying to keep pace with the Celtics right now in the Eastern Conference right now. So the Bucks are the 2 seed in the East. Boston is obviously number 1. And so before we get started, make sure you smash the like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure those notifications are turned on as usual, as I always say, and make sure you are sharing on your social media platforms. Can't wait to get this game started. The game is supposed to be starting a little bit after 7:30, obviously, so I'm guessing before 7:40 time, Eastern time, maybe 7:45 because it's the Lakers and Bucks. But the game is on NBA TV for those who must know where the game is going to be televised at.
ESPN.
Also, they changed it to ESPN because I saw NBA TV 2 days ago on the schedule. So I guess they're going to put it on. All right. That's cool. That's good to know because I saw NBA TV, but that's good. I'm guessing because I know they're doing the Bulls and the Warriors as part of the doubleheader on ESPN too. So that totally makes sense. It's weird that they put NBA TV.
It's smart, yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, so big televised game. Shout out to everybody. As you guys can see my scoreboard on the bottom of the screen right there to keep you guys updated. G Money, check out some of the scores real quick. Well, actually, there's only one score on the scoreboard as of right now because all the other games start later. But anyway, let them know what the score is and just tell them about the schedule right there on the bottom.
Alrighty, homie. Let's get into the menu. All right, so the Hornets right now putting the Wizards in a swarm up 20-11 in Buzz City. Then after that, you got the Nugs and the Hawks at Hotland at those 7:30. Then you got the rematch, the fierce rematch between the Heat and the Seas at Beantown. The surging Celtics have won 5 straight games hosting Jimmy Butler and the Heat. And don't forget, Jimmy McBuckets had a 47-piece last time he went there. Then you got the Raps and the Nets rematch of the 2014 first round in Brooklyn, 7:30. Then you have the Magic trying to make the Cavs disappear at the Q in Cleveland. Then, like I said, our game, the Lakers and the Bucks. Then you got those Grizzly Bears trying to scratch and claw the Sixers, 8 o'clock at the Grindhouse. Then you got the Spurs who are trying to snap out of their funk against the Pelicans at the Alamo in San Antonio. Yeehaw! Then you got the Shining Suns against the Rockets at the Valley of the Sun and Footprint Center at 9. Same thing the Spurs and Pelicans at 8, Grizz, Sixers at 8. Then you got the Jazz and the Pacers, 2 of the surprise teams in the league at Salt Lake City, 9 o'clock. And then you got the Dubs trying to tame the Bulls at home, 10 o'clock at Yay Area on ESPN.
Ladies and gentlemen, so you heard G Money right there with the NBA schedule on Friday. And G Money, what are you looking forward to in this game? Well, before I get started and ask G Money that question, salute to Ron in the building. He says, what's up? Salute, what's up? G Money, he says, hope the Suns face off the Mavs in the playoffs. First round should be fun to see. You know, it's too early to say. I mean, I know there's a lot of wishes, but it's like this is why I don't try to say a lot during the season because anything can happen and a lot of things can change, which is why I know people want to make predetermined predictions and what they think, but that's the reason why you guys always don't see me when you guys ask me what I think. I was like, I don't know, because there's just a lot of things that can happen. Next thing you know, you're changing your mind. So I kind of tend to wait until the dust is settled, the smoke is clear, and then I can kind of more or less make my picks. I know things can happen also like in the postseason, unless if something is like glaring obvious that it's going to happen. Shout out to Karam in the building. I see you, man. What's up? He said the Mavs have been a train wreck. Hope they could turn around. The thing is with the Mavs, obviously they need a second star, but I just feel like the offense that they run through Luka is why his usage rate is so high. And I feel like with me, if Luka doesn't really learn to play in the system, I just don't see the Mavs going far. They really need to. They need a second guy for sure. But when I watch Luka, I just see James. I see James Harden when I watch Luka play. And that's why I said that until he really learns to really kind of diversify himself, he's going to only be high usage. And then it's like when he can't score, what's going to happen to the rest of the team? Who are you going to count out to score consistently? That's not – to have a high usage rate and you don't have really anybody to depend on, that's not good. And the thing is, you lost Jalen Brunson. So, like, where are your points going to come from?
Agree. Salute Karam, salute Ryan, by the way. Salute everyone. So yeah, and Lou, you pretty much hit it right in the Bulls' butt. I mean, the Mavs, they just had some horrible losses. Magic, Pistons,
they just lost
Rockets.
to the Pistons last night.
Exactly. Horrendous. Killian Hayes, man, he was silkier than a snake out there. 22 points, a big threes, mid-range shot. They lost to the Magic, Pistons, like I said. They lost to the Rockets at home. I know Luka didn't play that night, but still, they lost in the Nugs without Jokic and Murray. And here's what's crazy, Big Lou. The Mavericks have one more road win than us. 1-8 away from American Airlines Center. And I want to ask you, take a guess who the Mavs beat on the road. Take a guess. It was an Eastern Conference team. Just give me a hint.
Eastern Conference team. I'm trying to
It was a playoff team. I'll make it easy. It was a playoff team last year.
It was a playoff team. One of the playoff teams last year? Was it Boston?
You're getting a little warmer.
I'm going to say Philly then.
You're getting warmer.
Miami?
You're getting a little closer, Big Lou. Keep going.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm so stupid. How could I not see this? Oh my God. I forgot because they beat them in freaking Brooklyn. The Brooklyn Nets.
Bingo. Boom, baby.
I totally forgot. That's right.
They did their only road win in Brooklyn. What a coinky-dink, huh? And they needed overtime to win that game. But the Mavs have had some horrendous losses. They blew a 22-point lead to the Suns early in the year. It's like Dallas has just been a gutter because they don't move the ball. They're 29th in assists. They don't share the rock at all. Their three-point shooting has been abysmal. 19th. Bullock has been horrible this year. Kleba hasn't really been consistent. Like you said with Luka scores a lot of points, and he's a great player, but he can be a little bit of a ball hog sometimes. Tim Hardaway's been so. Inconsistent, I should say. They lack a bench too. The Mavs don't really have a bench, and Jason Kidd is not making proper adjustments. Ironically, they're playing New York tomorrow in MSG, so who knows how that game goes out. But if you're the Mavs, their losses have just been unacceptable and abysmal. 1-8 away from home, and even though they're 9-3 at home, like I said, they lost to the Rockets at home, lost to the Nuggets at home, and also almost forgot they blew a 16-point fourth quarter lead with 4 minutes to go against the Thunder at home.
Yeah, you can't be a serious championship contender, and all those kind of things are happening. So, and I know it's the regular season, but it's like to have these teams come in and then just beat you at home. And the thing is, that's what I said with the Mavericks. They have a lot of glaring problems in order for. So it's like, I want to give the Mavs the benefit of the doubt. I know Luka performs well in the playoffs, but it's like when you play a style when it's just you dominating the basketball and you really can't get production. I don't like when people say that, Luka doesn't have enough help. That's partly true, but part of the thing is also he doesn't give up the basketball. As long as he's got the basketball in his hands. Like G-Money just mentioned, they're 29th in assists. That they don't share the basketball. The ball is dominated by one Luka Doncic. That means the system runs through him. They're not going to be beating teams if that keeps happening. You're just going to be eliminated in the playoff. I mean, they're fortunate that they got as high as they did last year with the Western Conference Finals. So I give them credit, but at the same time, the Phoenix Suns, let's be 100% real. They were the better team. They just choked it. I mean,
Exactly.
they choked that 3-2 lead. They should have finished that series off. And
The better team did not win. Yep.
And quite honestly, some people are surprised that Phoenix has not come out of the gates. And I said they really shouldn't do that. And for this reason, number one, the thing is that we already saw what they did when they got the best record in the NBA last year. They lost in the second round. So does it really matter having the best record or playing well at the right time in the playoffs?
You got to be dominant at the right time going into the playoffs. So your great play can follow you in the postseason.
Okay, Ryan's got a question, G Money. Over under. Giannis scores 40 points tonight. Over or under tonight against the Lakers?
Okay,
I'm going under. That's me.
I'm saying under too. I say it's 35. I have a feeling Milwaukee might dominate LA. So I think it's 35, and I think the Bucks win a laugh.
What's your assessment on the Lakers 8-12 record? Are they legit 8-12, or is it a deceiving 8-12 in your eyes?
For me, man, I see kind of legit though. They started off a little slow. They were 2-10. It looked like they're going to be horrendous this year. It looked like they're going to be down the dumps, but they have turned things around. They've won 6 out of their last 8. They beat San Antonio 3 times, Detroit, Brooklyn, and it's ran through Portland. So they are starting to beat the teams they're supposed to knock out, but they got to show me they're going to do this against the high-level teams like Milwaukee, like, Phoenix, teams like that, Dallas, good teams like Dallas, teams like that. So if you're LA, tonight is a big test. So I think it's kind of legit 8-12 because they're not that good. But if the Lakers want to get into the postseason, they got to KO the great teams, and AD has to continue to be dominant. If you notice, Big Lou, Anthony Davis has been strong like an ox so far after that bad start. And LeBron also, I thought he looked great against Portland, though his jumping was flowing like water. And I even thought Russ has played well. So far, I think they're legit 8-12, but it just got to be consistent. Because remember, Big Lou, 13 out of 16 games in this month are away from Staples Center on the road.
Well, remember, they had the benefit of having a lot of home games. And the thing is, if you look at that little schedule that they had recently, where they got to play the Pistons, they got to play the Spurs a couple of times, they got some weak teams. So, like you said, you're right. Last year, the Lakers would have lost against all those teams. So they did beat, the teams that they're supposed to beat. So, but I'm not going to go crazy and give them all this credit, because I noticed that fans were already pissing on AD, saying, well, he was dominating against some of these poor teams. I said, but at the same time, it was like, wasn't Anthony Davis getting criticized for not having such a high motor? Not just with the injuries, but he wasn't putting up beast numbers like he is like in this current stretch. Like, this is what people have been wanting from Anthony Davis. So it's like, and you're finally starting to get it. Now, can he keep this up for the season? That's going to be the question.
I mean, he can, but will he? Of course he can. He's still playing. The question is, will he? Can, sure. Will he? I don't know.
The reason I say that is for this reason, and that's the Lakers are running through AD right now. My question is LeBron going to push his ego aside, knowing that he's turning 38 this month, and is going to allow Anthony Davis to feast in the paint? Because remember, when LeBron led the league in assists in 2020, and when LeBron was force-feeding the ball to AD, the Lakers were having really good success, and they were winning games. Now, obviously, their team was different at that time, too, with the pieces they had. But my point is that they got some good pieces here. Now, their shooting still sucks, because right now they're shooting, kind of a little bit better compared to before. But the thing with the Lakers is they got to realize they're an inside team, and they have to start inside. Like, that to me is what's going to get their rhythm from the three-point line. You can't start just going off chucking off threes. It was one of the reasons that through the early part of the season, they were the historically worst team in the NBA shooting the ball. It's a little bit more respectable right now, but like back then early in the season, everybody was already saying, oh my God, the Lakers, it looks like the season is already over.
They were the bum assless breakers. That's what I called them, the bum assless breakers.
Like it was really bad. Everybody was like 2-10. Oh no, season's over. But I said, look, man, I know that it looks like it's over. I was like, but I'm not ready to just cancel the season now. I said, there's just too much season to play. And the thing is, the Lakers are still trying to make a move. I don't know what move is really out there for them. I don't know what move they're going to be able to make. We'll see what happens, but excuse me, but definitely, they are playing a little bit better. This is a big test for them against the Bucks. They got the second best record, and the Lakers are on the road. The Lakers do have road wins, but it was against San Antonio.
Against the Spurs, yeah. And they barely beat Spurs then one other time. They only won by 5 points the third meeting in San Antonio. Only by
Remember,
5 points.
With AD, they won by 31 points, but then when he sat out and LeBron came in, people were gloating about his near triple-double 39, how great he looked after the injury, but they allowed 138 points. When AD was on the floor, the Spurs only scored 92 points, and it was pretty much the same team. So,
right.
Interesting to tell. All right, guys, I'm going to be putting the audio for the game in just a minute, just looking for the stream over here. And once I do that, we should
you can go to Watch ESPN. You have Watch ESPN app?
I don't have that.
Yikes.
I do have a different stream though. Where I could do that. I just don't want to mention it because I don't want to get copyrighted for it. So, not going to do that. And but definitely want people to listen to the experience. So definitely want to do that so that.
Right. What do you think about Right. What do you think about
I just wanted to say so that everybody could, listen to the NBA action. But go ahead. What were we going to ask?
Yeah, I was going to say, what do you think about the Bucks? So far without Captain Chris, they haven't missed a beat. They're 15-5. I know they kind of been such a flank of the way here and there, but they're 15-5. They're beating some good teams this year. What do you think about the Bucks, though? What do you think their ceiling is?
I'm not really surprised at Milwaukee. They have a great system. Quite honestly, they still have most of their pieces from their championship year. This is a championship team, believe it or not. Because if you look at last year when Middleton went down with the injury against the Bulls in the first round, I thought Boston was going to eat all over them because, it was going to be Giannis. He doesn't really have that second guy. They still have a good team, but it's like, you need that secondary scorer to complement him. And they went 7 games, which tells you if Chris Middleton plays, they go back to the Eastern Conference Finals easy.
And they would have beat Miami too. Let's be honest. They also would have beat Miami.
Miami's not good enough to beat them. So
and Golden State, I'll be honest with you. I think Milwaukee would have won the championship. I really think so because think about it. The Warriors don't have the size to deal with Giannis in the paint. And remember, and not just that, Klay Thompson, he might struggle with a guy like Chris Middleton fully healthy because Chris Middleton is a good defender too. And also, you have Jrue Holiday who can look. He's not going to stop Steph. He's not, but he's going to contain him a little bit because he's very physical and can contest shots. And also, you had shooting like Connaughton, Allen. You had Crazy Eye Bobby. You also have other components. I think the Bucks were healthy last year. Obviously, we cannot change the past, but the Bucks were healthy last year. I think they would have went back to back.
Quite honestly, the Bucks are a championship team. I know people are trying to say, no, they're not. They benefited in 2021, and look what happened in 2022. But this is what happens when people think with a biased mindset and not really understanding, the game of basketball. And it's like when I watch the Bucks, again, a healthy Chris Middleton, the Bucks go back to the Eastern Conference Finals. And I tell you right now, if they would have faced the Miami Heat,
they beat them.
I beat them. I think they beat them in 5 games. That's one. And then on top of that, I really think against Golden State, because they have no problem, they have issues guarding big men and always give up a lot of points in the paint, which is one of the Achilles heel of Golden State throughout their championship years. Giannis would have been able to get anything he wants at will. And then on top of that, the Bucks have the shooting to counter Golden State, and the Bucks are a good defensive team. So that would have been really, really difficult for Golden State to deal with. And then,
also experience. You got match. I'm sorry, Lou. You also had to match an experience. I know Steph, Clay, and Dre, Iggy been there before, but remember, Poole had been to the finals. Wiggins at the time had been to the finals. You also had to add an experience too. But technically, the Bucks had more experience than the Warriors. Technically, you know what I mean.
Yeah, and they also, the Bucks also, they have, again, they got what, Jrue Holiday. They're going to match him against Steph Curry. They could switch him and put him on Klay Thompson if they want to. Chris Middleton is a good defender. So, the Bucks the Bucks have length. That's the thing that people don't mention when you look at Giannis, damn near 7 feet. Brook Lopez, 7 feet, who's improved his defense. Chris Middleton, 6'8", 6'9". You have Bobby Portis, who stretches the floor, and people forget how big he played in the 2021 finals. He was huge. So you have that fact. So yeah, they have length on the you got Connington coming off the bench, with his athleticism. You now have Javon Carter, who's on this team. Really good point guard coming off, and then you have the experience with George Hill coming off the bench. So it's like the Bucks just have a really good mix of really good mix of veterans that really understand what it takes to win. Okay, real quick before we get started, what's your prediction on the Philadelphia 76ers? I just don't think they're going anywhere. I really don't.
Agreed. At best, top 6 seed in the East. I think they'll get hot at the right time, avoid the play-in, but I think they're between a first or second round exit. They're going to play Milwaukee or Boston. Could they beat them? Of course they could. And when you're in the playoffs, every team has a chance. Of course you could, but I don't think they will. You know what I mean, Lou? I just think Philly, their bench is weak. Harden, to me, he's been hot, injury prone all year. He hasn't played in a while. Embiid, he's actually played well as of late because he started off a little gimpy and then he started to turn on the engine a little bit. But their depth is bad. Doc Rivers is inconsistent in the playoffs. I'm sorry, man. I don't see Philly getting out the second round. At best, maybe first round, depending on matchup.
Ladies and gentlemen, the game is about to start in about 6 minutes. So we're looking at 7:48 Eastern time. It probably might start sooner, but for some reason, the stream might be a little bit behind from where I'm at. But that's what I saw. So it looks like it's probably going to be starting at about 7:45 or 7:46. So we got about maybe 3 or 4 minutes, left. I was looking at Utah and I saw Cleveland. I feel like Cleveland's starting to play well again, but I know they went through a little bit of a dry spell. Same thing with the Utah Jazz after starting off 10-3. They've cooled off. They've cooled off tremendously, and now they're like at about a game above 500, I believe.
2 games above 500. Two games
above. All right. Yeah. The thing is, I don't know, because the funny thing is that Cleveland is expected to make some noise this year, so they have expectations. But the Utah Jazz were expected to tank, which is why it was a little bit surprising that they got off to the start that they did. But it also shows me that they do have good players, and their head coach was doing really well. But my only question is now, are they still going to try to win, or are they tanking? And then you look at the Indiana Pacers. I thought they were the East. I thought they were going to tank, and look how well they've played. So what's your thought on the Pacers and how they've played?
Indiana's kept up the pace, literally and figuratively. I mean, think about that. Tyrese Halliburton has been electrifying. All-star.
If he keeps playing like this, he's an all-star.
Facts. Leading the NBA in dishing and passing. Also, bro, Buddy Hield, big time. Clutching threes. You also have Miles Turner, best season this year. He has been a Miles Wall, rejecting everything under the sun, hitting big threes. And don't forget, Big Lou, the Pacers have 8 double-digit comebacks this season. 8, and just 8 double-digit comebacks this season. Think about that. And they overcame a 17-point hole in Hollywood with 9 minutes to go, and with Nembhard nailed the trifecta at the horn, which will give the Pacers win. That team plays with heart and grit. Also, you have Jalen Smith, Sticks, beasting out there. James Johnson playing well. Ben Mathurin should be in the run of Rookie of the Year. He's been electrifying. Bro, if the Pacers, again, it's early. Assuming Indiana keeps this up, they have a legit chance to make the playoffs. I'm not saying they will. I say they have a legit chance to make the playoffs to keep it up. And Rick Carlisle could be in the running of Coach of the Year.
Yeah, the Pacers have totally surprised me. And the thing is, I feel like if the Pacers continue to play as well as they do, I feel like they're going to probably move away from the tanking. And then they probably might not have players like Miles Turner and Buddy Hield, who I've been hearing nothing but going to the Lakers and being available. I feel like those might come off the books because of how well they're playing. And it's like, now do you really want to ruin the momentum and then just a tank? And the question is, I don't know. Yeah, so
I don't think they'll do that. I think they'll keep their players, and I think they'll go hard for the playoffs. And don't forget, too, they were like Chris Duarte. Think about that. He has an ankle injury. Imagine when he comes back healthy. They're going to be even scarier.
I totally forgot about Chris Duarte. That's a great point.
He's clutch, too. He can hit the shots.
This is a really, really good Indiana team. I feel like people really should not sleep on them. I'm honestly telling you that.
Who knows, Lou? You and I should do a Pacer game soon. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, I feel bad I didn't do the Pacer game with the Lakers and then ended up coming back from that 16-point lead. I thought the Lakers had that game in the bag.
That was actually – I get what you said, but that was 17, actually.
Oh no, it was 17. No, you're right. It was 101-84. I remember the score. 101-84. And I was like, yeah, the Lakers got this. I said, they finally beat a team with a winning record. And I was like, but nope. Ladies and gents, take a listen. Take a listen.
Time for the Lakers and the Bucks as we welcome you to an NBA Friday presented by
State Farm.
State Farm at the Deer District, in which the Bucks won their second championship in their franchise history, eclipsing the Suns in July 2021. Lou, remember that?
Right in my birth month.
And the Greek Freak dropped the 50-piece McNugget with flats, fries, and also.
All right, starting lineup for the Lakers: Patrick Beverly, Lonnie Walker IV, Troy Brown Jr., LeBron James, and Anthony Davis. For the Milwaukee Bucks, 15-5 right now. Drew Holiday, Grayson Allen, Chris Middleton starting tonight. Giannis Antetokounmpo, Brook Lopez. I thought he was coming off the bench, but he is starting tonight. G-Money's got the call, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you guys listen to the commentary as we get ready right now. Smash that like button, hit that subscribe button. It looks like we got Mike Breen. We got Mike Breen, Jeff Van Gundy. I don't know if it's Mark Jackson's doing the call, but it's probably might be those two.
Right. So let's see. Grayson Allen did the Dipsy doing scores. Bucks draw first ball 2-0. Here's Pat Bev at the left wing. Here's Lopez right, Monty on the brow. Here's AD fisting up. Brook Lopez jabbing, fights around the shot clock, and in defensive 3 seconds on the Milwaukee Bucks. So the Lakers will get a freebie to boot with 10:58 in the first quarter. LA Lakers start off down in the dumps. They were 2-10, which was the worst 12-game start of franchise history. But ever since then, the Lakers are pretty much turned on the engines, winning 6 out of the last 8, including running through the Blazers 128-109 at Cali, where AD Kane's in the first freebie, and the Lakers get their first single point of the game at the Deer District. Mike Budenholzer in his 4th year at the Bucks came in 2019 when Milwaukee went to the conference final. Here's AD with the juicy flow and throws up a clunkaroo. Troy Brown skies in for the offensive board. Here's LeBron James guarded by Drew Holiday. 80 coming in for the high screen. Here's Bron. He takes the mid-range shot and throws up a cinder block, boarded by Chris Middleton, who is back in business, baby. First game of the season. Here's Chris Middleton spinning, winning, dishing. Lopez, butt naked, open for 3. Fireball in the hole. Brook Lopez nails the trifecta from way downtown. And don't forget, Brook Lopez is shooting 40% from the heavens from 3, 40% from downtown. Bucks are 5-1 at the Deer District. Here's Lonnie Walker throws a foot. Eviscerated by Lopez. Leading shot block at the season, 2.9 rejections per game. Here's Grayson Allen on the drive. Here's Allen slicing and dicing, and a hack and whack by Pat Bev. I mean, look at this, Lou. Chris Middleton just put Troy Brown in a spin cycle. Lopez was so wide open, he could just take a martini and nail the 3 at the left wing. And then Brook Lopez eviscerated Troy Brown. And the Bucks are coming out with gusto. Here's Drew Holiday on the slice, the dice, the Houdini, squeezing up and puts a jaw dropping, wiggle and jiggle and scores. 7-1 start by 2021 champions. Milwaukee 7-1. They're 3 for 4 from the field. The Lakers, frigid code, 0-4 from the field. Milwaukee 7, Los Angeles 1. Here's Pat Bev, who's thrown up a 3 and Swiss cheeses it in. Pat Bev nails the trifecta. His first season with the Lakers, and the Lakers get their first field goal. Here's Holiday, Hoosier left wing 3, and that rat-a-tat out, bordered by Pat Bev. Lakers full speed ahead. Here's Bron, dishes off to Pat Bev. Milton right on Pat Bev's grill. 80 cent the high screen. Here's Pat Bev in the paint. He throws up the floater, and he tap dances it in. So far, Pat Bev coming out with gusto. 5 points for Pat Bev, and Los Angeles down only by a penny, 7-6. Here's Chris Middleton wiggling and jiggling. Middleton throws up a mid-range shot. Welcome back, Chris. Everybody loves Chris in Milwaukee and nails the J. And the Bucks up a trifecta, 9-6. 8:56 to go in the first quarter in Milwaukee. Here's AD at the top of the key. Here's Anthony Davis takes a foul line jump shot. Beautiful. Flowing like water. Anthony Davis nails the J. And Los Angeles within $1. 9-8. The score, 8:38 to go at Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Here's Drew Holiday dancing and prancing. Brook Lopez was stinging by 3, but just up to Holiday. Holiday just up to Allen. Milwaukee playing hot potato. He's the Griefly Sizely, Dyson hat swag jacked, and who get himself to the foul stripe. So far early in the game, you've seen good offense by both squads. Both teams sharing the cutting to the hoop. You've seen great ball movement by both squads, and so far, it seems like a spicy game, though. I mean, look at this, Lou. What do you think about the Greek Freak, man?
Because of the shove of DeAndre
Giannis is the best in the NBA. I mean, there's just nothing, and he's having another great season. Over 30. I think he's 4th in scoring. I know 5 guys right now in the NBA are averaging at least 30 or more.
Yeah, 7 guys, 7.
Oh, we have 7 guys. It was 5. Okay, so I guess a couple of guys probably have razor scoring because I know I saw 5 that were there. I know Luka's one of them. I know Jason Tatum is one of them. Giannis is another one.
Yeah, Luka, Giannis, Trae Young, Curry. Let's see, Curry.
That's right.
SGA too.
SGA. He was second, I think. Second or third last time I checked.
Right. Well, the Greek Freak is top 5 scoring. Here's what he needs to work on. He's 61% of the charity stripes. He needs to work on that. Well, Giannis Antetokounmpo splits the difference at the line, and Troy Brown came from the gutter to get the board. 10-8 Milwaukee. All 5 stars have scored for the Bucks. Here's King James with the rock. 80 sending the high screen. Here's LeBron. Just up to 80. 80 with the yabbing dabbing dude slamming jam Rama. Beautiful pass from LeBron, and 80 does the rest of it. Deadlock at 10. Here's 8. Giannis slicing dice. Checked it by the rim. Both teams playing hot potato. Here's Giannis in the paint. Throws it up and glides and slides it home. What's up? I'm coming to the game. Yeah, I'm coming to the game. 12-10 Milwaukee. So let's see. AD send the high screen. Troy Brown, he'll shoot a 3, and he'll nail it right down the pipe. And LA will get their first lead of NBA Friday tonight. 13-12. Los Angeles, though. 7:40 to go in the first quarter. Here's AD. Here's the Greek Freak for 3. Fills up a cinder block. Pat Buff coming in for the board. Here's King James and the Lakers have nailed the last 5 shots at the start of 0-for-4. Here's AD jab stepping. He'll take the mid-range shot, and that is sweet like water. Connected it the next 6, and the Lakers coming up with gusts of 15-12 start at the Deer District. So far, Showtime in Hollywood, 7:23. You're watching the NBA on ESPN.
Didn't realize my stream was that behind, so it's over a minute behind. So yeah,
I'm watching it on my I'm watching it on my TV right now. So 15-12 Los Angeles.
Yeah, 15-12. Yeah, I know the scoreboard's on there. Yeah, this one is just behind by over a minute. I thought let me see if I can find another one that's in the meantime. But anyway, 15-12 right now. Lakers have hit their last 5, as G Money mentioned, and we are on commercial
6.
break. They're up.
Well, that's 6 now. Yeah.
6 in a row? Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. So, 6 in a row. Davis has got 7 points to start. LeBron has only taken 1 shot, got an assist. And right now, the Bucks have a little bit more balance in their scoring. But, yeah, AD has already got off with 7 quick early points. So, that's a great sign.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Ryan says that he feels that the refs are going to protect Bron and AD tonight. It's going to be a little bit difficult just because they're in Milwaukee. If it was LA, I could see it, but it's going to be a little hard because they're on the road. I think it can happen as long as they stay aggressive. If both players stay aggressive, I can see the call going in the Lakers' favor, but we'll see how that goes. But it'll be a little bit hard because they're at home.
Right, and Milwaukee's a very, very tough home team, 11-2 at the Deer District. They kind of been inconsistent on the road, 4-3 on the road, so they got to fix that. But the Bucks have been virtually almost unbeatable at home. The only home losses they had was one of the games you did, remember, Blue, against the Bulls, and then another home loss, I think, to the Cavs. So it's like, the Bucks so far, well, a lot about what Milwaukee do. They share the ball, they crash the glass, they protect the rim. My only thing they need to work on is their scoring. They're fifth. If you look at the overall scoring for points per game for the Bucks, Milwaukee is 16th in scoring. To be fair, they didn't have Chris Middleton, so they gotta be more consistent there.
Yeah, that's right. No, you're definitely right about that. Let me ask you a question about Anthony Davis. Do you feel that he needs to be a little more demanding and kind of demand that the reins and the offense kind of goes through him? Because some people are feeling that Darvin Ham is scared enough to talk to LeBron as well as AD, not telling LeBron that he feels that he should run it through him. Because I look at it, the fact that Anthony Davis is technically in his prime right now, which he should be, but I feel like that there's just times where he doesn't always make it seem like if he's alpha. I've said that I felt like, Anthony Davis is a guy who could put up numbers, but he's not a guy who would lead your team. I just don't see that personality from him, which is why, to me, it makes it that much difficult. He's much more of a follower than he is a leader. But
Right. I agree, though. I think AD does need to demand the ball more because sometimes you see AD, just being scared. And then before we continue, Darvin Ham back at the Deer District. Look at that, man. Assistant coach for the Bucks. Welcome back, Darvin Ham. Sweet, like a yummy ham, though. Assistant coach for the Bucks. Yeah, AD does need to demand the ball more. He does, though, because if you look at Darvin Ham's resume, he was the assistant coach for the Bucks from 2018 to 2022, and he's a 2021 champ. So let's see, Giannis on the high screen. Here's Drew Holiday on the drive. Here's crazy Bobby for three, throws up a brick, bordered by King James. Lakers on the run and stun. 9-stitch. Here's Troy Brown slicing to the hole and squeezes and cheeses it in. Los Angeles up by a hand. They've connected in the last 7 shots, and the Lakers coming out unfazed. A 7-0 LA run. Here's the Greek freaking the block. Just saw the Drew Holiday faking a 3. Here's Allen. He'll pump up a 3 and swish nails it right down the gutter for Grayson Allen and the Bucks within a deuce, 17-15. LA started off a little slowly, 0 for 4, but they've heated up the engines. Made the last 7. Here's AD in the paint, squeeze it up and can't put it in. Bucks on the board. Here's the Deer switching. So nice bounce pass. Drew Holiday screws the pooch, and the Lakers with a giveaway. So here's LA on the run. Here's Lonnie Walker. Both teams bobbling and stumbling, rumbling, and the Bucks with the steal. The Greek Freak on the drive. Here's Giannis dishes off to Grayson Allen, and he just type-wrote it in. Here's Drew Holiday. Javon Carter, open three-pointer, a cinder block. Nope. But crazy Bobby, Johnny on the spot, puts it up and in, and we're even Steven at 17 with 5:58 to go in the first quarter at Pfizer Forum. Here's King James at the left wing. Pat Best says the high screen. Here's LeBron diving, scooping, can't dupe, bordered by Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday on the push. Here's Holiday, butt naked, open for 3, connects. It's been fun holidays in Milwaukee. An 8-0 burst by the Deer, 20-17 Bucks though. An 8-0 sprint with in the last minute 30 for the 2021 champs. 5:26 to go here at the Deer District though. Here's AD sending the high screen. He's Lonnie Walker checking, takes a mid-range shot. Hibbity hop, can't score. Here's Giannis trying to slice and dice, bringing the ball up. Here's Giannis, hands off to crazy eye Bobby. Here's Bobby, throws up the floater, and beautiful like a teardrop. It's 21-17. Milwaukee Bucks up by a 4-4-4. 5 minutes in the first quarter, and Darvin Ham will call a TO. 4:58 in the first quarter. The Bucks leading a weep, coming out with fire. 21-17 Wisconsin. You're watching the Bucktastic NBA on ESPN.
Oh, I like that ring right there. That was good. Bucktastic NBA. That was nice. Nice.
Thanks.
Good touch. All right, so the Bucks, after the Lakers got themselves a little hot, Bucks kind of regained themselves a little bit of breathing room. They're up by 4 right now with 4:58 remaining here in the first quarter. G Money, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah. Let's give them the scores update right there on the bottom of my screen, right here on the Louis Sports Network. Take it away.
Alrighty, homies. The Hornets continue to put the Wizards in the downer, 57-47 Charlotte. Atlanta spreading the wings and soaring over Denver, 23-20 at Atlanta. Then you got the Miami Heat look to flame beat those Green Leprechauns from Boston up 24-20 in B-Town. You got the Nets putting the Raptors to extinction. Brooklyn, look at this ghastly score, 32-10 in Brooklyn. I'm molly-whopping. And by the way, TJ Warren's back, by the way. Then you got the Magic and the Cavs up by 6 at the Q in Cleveland. Then you got, like I said, our game right now. The Bucks up by 4-4-4 on the Lakers. Then you got the Grizz and the Sixers at the Grindhouse. Then you got the Pelicans look to soar, look to fly against the Spurs at 8 o'clock. And then after that, you got the Pacers and the Jazz at 9. And then at last, and certainly not least, you have the Suns trying to shine bright against the Rockets, 9 o'clock at the Valley. And then you got the Bulls trying to stampede past the defending champions at Golden State and trying to beat the Warriors for the first time since 2017 in general in the game.
Golden State has struggled on the road, and they need to fix their road issues because they've been awful. And their only loss at home was at the hands of the Denver Nuggets. They're dominant at home. They're 9-1. What do you think of the Warriors' recent play as of late after a really, really tough stretch that they had, in this little early part of the season?
I think they're starting to turn things around a little bit. They're starting to crank things on a little bit, though. Klay Thompson's not starting to get his sea legs on. He's shooting 50+% from 3 the last 6 games. Steph Curry, bro, what can you say about the chef? He's so Steph-less. He's Curry-licious. Come on, going to the rack, hitting mid-range shots, threes. Draymond Green starting to play better. Jordan Poole coming up. So far, the Warriors are starting to find their rhythm and starting to show their championship defense. I mean, they won 3 out of the last 4. They should have beaten the Mavericks, though. They should have won that game against the Dallas Mavs. But other than that, the Warriors are starting to pretty much have check marks on their report card. Won 4 out of the last 6 games.
Yeah, the funny thing is they asked a poll on NBA TV on Tuesday when I did the Celtics and was it Tuesday or Wednesday? No, it was Wednesday. Sorry, between the Celtics and the Heat. They were saying which team that you felt like was going to be able to turn it around this season, and they said out of all the teams, I remember Candace Parker said that she felt the Warriors were. So it was between the Nets, the Warriors, the Lakers, and then the other percentage was for others. And 54% of the poll picked the Warriors to turn their season around compared to the Lakers and the Nets. The Lakers actually got the lowest percentage out of the 3 teams. And then with the lowest was others. But I'm saying of the 3 teams that were picked, they picked the Lakers least. Shout out to Nets World real quick right before G-Money gets back to the action. He says, I got to be honest with you, bro. He said, I don't like players being called bums and then calling them small and weak. But if you stand right next to them, they're giants. People calling Curry short, even though he's 6'3", are the ones that are 5'8". Yeah, I mean, it'd be like that. The thing is, again, this always comes down to personal preference, and it comes to when you have an obsessive bias over a player you like. I mean, if they don't win, everybody else is considered trash. And I'm like, you know what? I mean, you could just say that they didn't play well and stuff like that. I mean, there's moments that, even I've gone and said, I try not to go the bum route. I'll say the person played like trash. I'm not going to say that they're a trash person or a trash basketball. I mean, I could go and say that they're a trash basketball player if I've seen enough of that player to say that he's not that good. But at the same time, I'm not just going to call him a trash person. I mean, if I'll let you know, I'll be like, yo, he played like trash. He did. Mm-hmm. Like, you just got to call it and hold people accountable. But it is what it is,
Well, Anthony Davis has coming out gusto. A 6-0 Laker burst, and AD just rocked the rim, and the Lakers up 23-22. Here's Drew Holiday for 3. No siree, boarded by Troy Brown. The Lakers coming out with fire in their eyes. Here's Troy Brown, decides to dive to Houdini, the scoop, the hoop, and the deuce. Troy Brown, skylight Charlie Brown. And the Lakers up 25-22 in the 8-0 burst by the 17-time defending champions. Let's see, 3:18 in the first quarter. Brook Lopez looking for a buck buddy. Here's Pat Conte. He'll shoot up a 3 and able to nail it right down the chute, and we're deadlock at 25 and in Pfizer form at beautiful Milwaukee, Wisconsin. 3:02 in the first quarter. 80 in the high screen. Here's Russ dancing, prancing 8 screen. Here's Russ backing it. Drew Holiday right on the Schnozola. Here's the 2017 MVP backing in the paint. Here's Russ yourself to Austin Reeves. 3-pointer and able to cheese and Reeves it in. 28-25 Los Angeles. Austin Reeves has been dynamite. Both teams shooting legit. Lakers 12-19. Bucks 10 for 20. Bobby Portis on the low block. He whacked and dacked. And then the hack and whack is called on AD. 2:32 to go in the first quarter. So far, fast-paced offense. You better get your track shoes on Lou. Fast-paced offense, an 11-3 sprint by the Lakers, though, and they're up 28-25. Milwaukee, 15-5 in the Eastern Conference. Second, they're 11-2 at the Deer District. And remember, they just came off a W against the Knickerbockers, beating them 109-103 when the Grief-Free had a 37-piece in that game. So let's see. Pat Connaughton hands up to Georgia. Georgia back to Connaughton. He'll shoot a three-pointer and throws up a clunkaroo, boarded by Russ. Russ pushing. Here's Kendrick Nunn, open three-pointer. He has just been in the doghouse this season. Boarded by Pat Connaughton. Deer on the run, 2:08 to go in the first quarter. Here's Bobby Portis facing up like a wall. Here's Portis, step back, Bobby Jack. Crazy eye Bobby ain't so sloppy. Hit the mid-range shot, and the Bucks within a single penny, 28-27 Los Angeles. Here's Kendrick Nunn running like the Rosen at the left corner. George Sharana's grill. Thomas Bryant sending the high screen. Here's Kendrick Nunn just up to Bryant. Bryant! Happy like Kobe Bryant and able to rock the rack, and the Lakers put up a 30 spot in Milwaukee, 30-27 Los Angeles. Beautiful pick and roll. So let's see. Javon Carter at the top of the key. Brook Lopez hands off to Pat Connaughton. Pat Connaughton shellacked, and the foul call is going to be whistled to the 2017 MVP Russell Westbrook, though. So coming in the basketball game, you have the Grief-Free coming in and Chris Middleton. Look at Sunday. Look at these games. You have the surging Pacers against the Portland Trailblazers Sunday on NBTV. Then Tuesday night, you have King James. He's coming home. He's coming home at the Q in Cleveland, and they got look at the Don against the Joker, the battle of the Slovenians at Denver, 10 o'clock on TNT. So let's see. Pat Connaughton at the left wing. He needs some assistance. Here's Bobby Portis in the low block. Portis backing in. He shoot a mid-range shot, and this time splits the difference and won't score. Lakers on the rebound pushing. 1:07 to go in the first quarter. LA up 30-27. Russ, he'll shoot a trifecta. That's not a great shot. And a volleyball tip for George Hill and the Bucks on the push. Russ deflecting the hat, and it's called for a second foul. And the Bucks are now in the limits of that. All Milwaukee really needs to do is just be aggressive. 54.9 seconds to go in the first quarter, and the Milwaukee Bucks up by a trifecta. So let's see. So 54.9 seconds in the first quarter, though. And Milwaukee down by a trifecta. The Grief-Free, the two-time MVP. Bro, he's so humble. He's so electrifying. Bro, every time you watch Giannis play, you go, ooh la la, woohoo! He's averaging 31-11 this year, man. Well, Giannis, like I said, needs to work on his free throws. He's 1 for 2 at the stripe tonight. Giannis at the stripe throws up a brick house. So he's 1 for 3 at a charity stripe. Top 5 in scoring, by the way. He also won a Finals MVP back in 2021. And don't forget, in Game 7 against the Brooklyn Nets, he had a 40-piece with 13 boards in that game. But if you look at Giannis this season, shooting a career low 62% at the stripe, he really needs to fix it. Despite the fact that he leads the NBA in free throw attempts at 12.7, so he really needs to get his head on straight at the stripe. So Giannis breaks the first freebie. It took away. So he nails the first one. 30-28 LA, 54.9 seconds to go the first stanza. At the mean streets in Milwaukee, you should try the barbecue there. Delicious. Let's see, 30-28 LA. The Lakers have won 2 games on the road against the Spurs. And the Bucks, like I said, the 2 home L's have been against the Hawks early in the year and against the Bulls the day before Thanksgiving, though. To the Grief-Free, trying to shake up the rust and able to hit 2 beauties and nails 2 free throws. LA up 30-29. Giannis with 5 points early. So let's see, though. Here's Russell Westbrook at the right wing. Here's Russ dribbling, bobbling. Russ on the bush, the slice, the dice, and he gets mollywopped, so he'll get himself to the free throw stripe. And if you look at Russell Westbrook this season, he's really, really turned on the engines. I mean, look at Russ this season. Russell Westbrook's averaging 15, 6, and 7. Even though he has his shot well, 40% from the field, and 32% from three. If you're actually watching the games, he's really been much more comfortable in the offense, and he able to connect the first freebie, and the Lakers up by a couple, 31-29, 43.2 seconds to go at Milwaukee. Here's Darvin Ham, the first-year head coach overall, first-year coaching the Lakers. Though last year, the Lakers, they were pretty much a sight for sore eyes. 33-49. Russ splits the difference at the stripe, and then Grayson races for the ball. Here's Wayne Gabriel right on the Greek free. Here's Giannis dishes off to Middleton. Middleton shaking and baking. Here's Chris Middleton to lob. Giannis, Zooey Mama! Flight number 34 for takeoff, and the Greek free just went high at the rim. Beautiful pass, and we're even Steven at 31. Action-packed first quarter, back and forth we go, Big Lou. It's a 5-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's what, just up to Brian, and gets scuffed by the rim, but gets saved by the bell, and will get himself to the free throw line. Salute Daniel Berry, what's going on? Salute Nets World, what's cracking, slacking. So 11.5 seconds to go in the first quarter. Russell wasn't trying to do a pick and roll. Thomas Bryant, he just missed a jam. I didn't even see where Bobby whacked him. But Thomas Bryant nailed the first freebie, 32-31 Lakers, and with 11.5 seconds to go. Let's see in the bonus though. The Bucks, remember, the last time they lost to the Lakers in general was back in 2020. Was actually back in 2020 though. Ironically, you and I did the game, Big Lou. Weird, huh? Ironically, we did the game in LA back in 2020. I mean, look at this last season. The Milwaukee Bucks are 37-10 when the Greek Freak, Chris Middleton, and Drew Holiday have all stood it up. Just unbelievable. Thomas Bryant able to nail the two freebies, and the Bucks were holding for the final shot. Los Angeles are 33-31. Chris Middleton bring the ball. Here's Giannis on the screen. Here's Giannis in the paint. Just up. Hill, three-pointer. Nope. But it's an offensive foul, and then Thomas Bryant got bulldozed like a sack of potatoes. 3.9 seconds to go. And the Lakers, this time, will get the shot right back, though. So let's see. 3.9 seconds to go. The Bucks down by a deuce. Both teams shooting around 50+% from the field, though. So let's see, though. 3.9 seconds. LA trying to inbound the orange ball right now. So let's see. Let's see right now. So yeah, the last time the Lakers beat the Bucks was actually back in 2020. Ironically, when Lou and I did the game in Hollywood. What a coincidence, huh? So yeah. So what's going on? So let me see what's going on. It's an offensive foul on Giannis, and then the sweep, and then the floors is being swept. Here's Austin Reeves dishes off to Russ. Here's Russ, bulldozer, dishes off. None. 3-pointer. Nope. Can't dice it. After one, the Lakers and the Bucks monitoring duel to the death. 33-31. AD coming in with gusto, rocking the rack and punching it in. And then you have the Greek Freak showing who is the boss, coming in and throws on his own monster match. Lakers up a deuce, 33-31. You're watching the Golden NBA on ESPN.
Wow. I need some water from that fire commentary that G Money was giving right now. Hold on, man. I gotta quench my thirst, man.
We all had to quench our thirst.
Woo! Fire. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, okay, Nets World has a quick question. He says, Louis, who had the better 3-year run? LeBron from 2011 to 2014 or Giannis from 2019 to 2022? Well, actually, that was really more a 4-year run because it's the 2010-2011 season, unless if you're saying 2011-2012. But if you're saying from that aspect, that's a tough question because, I mean, both of those guys had historic years. In LeBron had his historic 2013 season, and then Giannis had that historic 2020 season. So that's kind of difficult to really – it's difficult. I would go more so with LeBron, and the only reason I'm saying that is because if you look at the numbers that Brown put up, the 26 points may not look as great compared to the 30, but the reason I'm saying that they were better was because if you look at some of the games LeBron had that year, I know Giannis won a Defensive Player of the Year and Bron didn't. I know Bron came in second to Marc Gasol, but the reason I'm saying that is because what I saw was from both sides of the ball, that was probably LeBron at his absolute peak. Not only that, his jump shot was on point those couple of years in Miami. He had tremendous balance on his jump shot. And then on top of that, there were games where he was scoring like 30 to 40 points on a consistent basis at one point during that like 27 game win streak that the Heat had, which is second all time. And Brown was putting up 30, 40 points on like 11 shots, 12 shots, 15 shots. Like he wasn't even taking 20 shots to get himself to 40 points. And I know some of it had to do with free throws, of course, getting to the free throw line, but still the fact that he was that efficient, he was just unbelievable. I mean, the thing is, you can go with either guy, but me personally, I thought I'm going to go with LeBron on this one in terms of what he was able to do, because the Heat were able to make the finals all 4 years that he was over there. With Giannis, they went to the finals only once. So as great of their seasons as what they had, I felt like LeBron was able to accomplish more than what Giannis did in slightly. I'm not going to say like, greatly, but still,
Slightly,
I would slightly go with LeBron on this one over Giannis.
True. And don't forget too, LeBron at his peak in South Beach was a demon on defense, especially in 2013. Was a demon on defense, blocking shots, athletic, free, physical specimen. His jumper was actually flowing at that time. That 4-year run by King James was the best 4 years to see by king-size LeBron at that time. Giannis had an electrifying 2019 to 2022 seasons, but like you said, Lou, LeBron was more complete, I should say, though, slightly. So that's the thing there. Second quarter about to begin at the dealership in Milwaukee. Lakers shooting a scorching hot 56% from the field, though. Bucks 50%. Here's Russ getting screened by Wayne Gabriel. Here's Russ at the paint. Here's Gabriel in the spinorama. Here's Russ. He faked the trifecta. Who slides? Who doing? Got blocked by the rim. But hey, Jordan shoot. Screws to put LeBron to spin. The boogie. The shooting James. Oh! A king-size spin by King James. And the Lakers up by 4. 35-31 LA. Here's the Greek freak in the paint. Here's Giannis to back it out. Giannis put LeBron to okie doke. Faking off to Middleton from Curryland. Oh, good grief, Sharif. Chris with a hitch and a swish. And the Bucks within 35-34. Chris Middleton for the headlands. And here's Russell Westbrook saying right back at you with the fadeaway Dirk leg. And the Lakers up 37-34 with 10:58 in the second quarter, though. Back and forth we go, Lou. Who's going to blink first? We don't know. Let's see. Second quarter, though. Middleton at the top of the key. Here's Middleton. Guys, Cookieston deflected out. Last touch by Pat Bev. I mean, look at the scorching hot shooting. The Lakers 56%, the Bucks 52%, the Lakers 3 of 7 from the great beyond. Milwaukee, a efficient and scorching 5 of 12 from long range. Just mesmerizing for your orange juice. 37-34, 10:47 to go in the second, 9 seconds to go on the shot clock. George Hill inbounding for the Deer. Let's see. Here's George Hill inbounding to the Greek freak. King James sends out to Giannis. Here's Matthews faking it, taking back to the Greek freak. Wayne Gibbard guard by Giannis. And then a shot clock violation. So for good lockdown defense by the Lakers. Wayne Gabriel switched out to the Greek freak. And then the Bucks pretty much lost their minds and could get up a shot, though. So let's see. 10:30 to go in Milwaukee. The Lakers 8-12, but remember they started off 2-10, so they won 6 of their last 8, so they're starting to turn things on. Here's Russ, just up to LeBron. Here's Bron, able to slice dice and whip it in. King James with the Houdini, and the Lakers up by a hand. 39-34, 10:20 to go in the second quarter. LeBron James coming up alive. 4 points in the second quarter. Here's Giannis hard to the hole, but can't put it down. And deflected out. Last touch by the free. And Wayne Gabriel has just been a Giannis stopper so far tonight. Look at this. Gabriel, sweet like Gabriel, like an angel from the Bible. Beautiful interior defense. So let's see. Chris Middleton inbounded to the freak. Here's the old versus the new, Giannis and LeBron. Here's Middleton. He takes the fake. He needs a buck buddy. Here's Middleton, 2 seconds on shot clock. He'll pump up a three-pointer and throws up a cinder block, locked down deep by Wayne Gabriel, who's been big. Here's James. He was thinking about trifecta. No, hands off to Pat Bev. Pat Bev, hands off to LeBron. LeBron getting guarded by Wes Matthews. He's Bron taking, faking, baking, shooting, breaking. Boarded by Chris Middleton. Milwaukee on the push. Here's Chris Middleton at the top of the key. He's able to drive it out to Grayson Allen. Grayson Allen hands off to Chris Middleton. Middleton faking. Pat Bev right on his grill like a bulldog. Here's Chris Middleton takes the fade away. No siree dog. Rebounded by Wayne Gabriel, and the Lakers up by a hand. Here's Bron, hands off to Russ. Here's Russ, dish off to Bron. Here's Bron able to tap dance his way to the rim. A 6-0 King James run, and the Lakers up by a touchdown. So far, the Lakers having delicious fried deer with mashed potatoes. Beautiful exquisite passing by the purple and gold. Look at that. Russ to Bron. You're watching the NBA on ESPN. Ooh la la.
Once again, G Money with the commentary. And right now, the Lakers are playing very well right now on the road. So I got to give the Lakers a lot of credit. They've come to Milwaukee, haven't laid down by any means. And he definitely came to play today. So that's great. Really good to see.
The cutting has been beautiful. The Lakers have cut and sliced the Bucks like surgery. Beautiful backdoor cuts, give and goes. And my issue with the Bucks, I don't think Milwaukee's playing physical basketball right now today. What do you think?
No, they look a little soft right now. And I really feel that they need to bring the physicality to the Lakers, because that way, to let them know that, they're there too. Like you're 15-5 for a reason. You can't let an 8-12 team, even though they're playing better, to make it seem like if they're the more imposing team. Like, you got to come and defend your home court. Like, you're coming in with an 11-2 home record, and it's like the Lakers are like they're the fresher team as of right now. So they need to bring it. And the Bucks field goal percentage has now dipped to 46%, so they're starting to miss some shots. Lakers still shooting at a blistering 58% from the field. But what I noticed with the Lakers is they're getting easy baskets. And what G Money was mentioning about the cutting, that's very important to point out, because this is what I said with the Lakers. They have to play inside out. They can't play outside in. That's not their strength, because they're not a really good three-point shooting team. Even though they've been shooting the three ball better of late. But what I'm basically saying is they can't start outside and then go in. They need to start inside and go out. That's how the Lakers are going to be. That's how the Lakers are going to be effective. And, bro, AD's cooking. Russ has got 7 assists. Troy Brown's 3 for 3. So they're getting really good production from the starting lineup. And then Pat Bev, who has been crapped on by Nick Wright and a lot of these cats. And he's been awful this year, don't get me wrong. But he's 2 for 3 right now, and he's got a 3 made. So Lakers getting contributions from their whole starting lineup, and they've got 10 points off the bench too from Reeves, Westbrook, and Thomas Bryant. So really well.
Big time facts. And so far, what you love about what the Lakers are doing, even their defense in the second quarter, so far they're putting that wall on the Greek Freak, and Giannis is unable to get those easy buckets that he had usually. And even when the Bucks hit that 3, it took a long ball by Chris Middleton. That was good defense by Milwaukee. Salute Jay, by the way. So by LA, excuse me. So that's the thing there. My only question is, of course they can do this, but will the Lakers keep this up? We don't know. And look at the back and forth by a Bucks fan and Russ, back and forth, mano and mano. Russ always get himself in these hullabaloos with fans. Weird, huh? He did that back in 2018 against the Jazz in Game 6. He did that against the Sixers on ESPN, ironically, with OKC the first game of the season, I should say, between OKC and Philly. So let's see. Drew Holiday bring the ball up back to Chris Middleton. Here's Chris Middleton. He should have trifecta and able to rain it from above and nail it from downtown. And the Bucks within 4, 41-37. LA, a blistering hot 59% from the field, though. So let's see. Chris Middleton on King James. Here's LeBron jazz stepping, spinning, faking. This off to Pat Bev. King James, bringing Middleton, guard him like a mid-range, and LeBron James throws up a cinder block, and Brook Lopez, who has his best rebound season in 7 years, got the board. Here's LeBron. Here's Giannis slashing. Oh, good golly, Miss Molly! The Giannis Yacker, the Greek freak with the rim crusher, and the Bucks wake him in the death. 41-39. He's Gabriel from downtown. Connects. Wayne Gabriel shuts up the crowd. Hits the three, and LA up a hand, 44-39. Here's Middleton on the drive. The slice, the Houdini, and the scoop. The Bucks have nailed the last 3 shots, and the offense starting to heat up a little bit. 44-41, LA. Here's Russ in the paint. He's in a straitjacket. It counts in the foul. Strong like an ox, gut nuts of an elephant, and you have a chance for a 3-point play. And Middleton is the culprit. Look at that, bro. Bruce strength by the 2017 MVP. Lou?
Once again, Russ is playing well. Russ is playing well, and you got to give him a lot. You got to give him a lot of credit.
He has 5 points, 8 helpers by the Brody, and Russell Westbrook unfazed early. And now Chris Middleton, who's in the doghouse right now, he has 1 personal foul, so he'll sit down for the Bucks, though. 7:55 to go in the second, and Russell Westbrook able to switch cheeses to free throw. 47-41, Los Angeles. The last 17 games, Russ has come off the bench, and he has astounded. So let's see. Here's Grayson Allen faking the trifecta. Austin Reeves, like a hand of glove on him. He's the Greek freak in the paint. Got his cookie stolen, but gets it right back. Here's AD on Giannis. Giannis backing up. Giannis in a Lakers straitjacket, and he ended up traveling to Canada and walking the dog a little bit, though. Beautiful defense by the Los Angeles Lakers, though. I know it's early, but this is the best I've seen the Lakers look against a contender so far. Coming out with gusto, fierce, great interior defense, and also the fact is this. Here's what's crazy about this. Russ is 29% as a starter, but off the bench, he has been dynamite. 42% from the field, a scorching 30% from King J sets the high screen. Here's AD with the screen. Here's LeBron up to the brow, and the brow able to slice it in, and the Lakers up by an Ocean's 8, 49-41. Here's Brook Lopez on the drive. Here's Grayson Allen. He'll shoot a 3, and he able to throw up a cinder block. So far, the Bucks frigid right now. So let's see. AD with the big time, 15 points. Here's LeBron, the slice, the Houdini, and the jiggle. And the Lakers up 2 hands, Lou. The Lakers pulling away, up 51-41. A 7-0 Lakers sprint. 6:50 in the second quarter, though. Giannis in the high screen. Here's Holiday right down the paint. Austin Reeves on his grill. Throws it up. Offensive foul. And Austin Reeves getting pulled down like a chair. And the Lakers right now having delicious fried deer with mashed potatoes. Beautiful defense by Austin Reeves. 6:43 to go at the mean streets. And the Lakers have been mean to the Bucks fans. Look at that defense, bro. Austin Reeves has just been exceptional. What do you think about Austin Reeves, Lou?
Again, another player who doesn't get enough credit for what he's been doing in terms of his role. I've always been a fan of Austin Reeves. When you use him right, he's very valuable. I mean, the guy plays hard, always dives for loose balls, is willing to take tough assignments defensively. His free throw shooting, he's one of the best in the NBA, shooting at the free throw line, and he's shooting well from 3 now in the last couple of games. And Austin Reeves, like I said, I'll take him over anybody any day of the week. I'll always love his effort. Always plays with effort. Doesn't give me no issues. He always plays with effort.
Right. And also, right. And also, by the way, Lou, prayers up to your aunt. Prayers up to your aunt, by the way. Prayers up to your aunt. And Austin Reeves able to switch cheese to first freebie. And the Lakers right now, they're shooting the Bucks like Elmer Fudd. 52-41 Los Angeles. If you want to check video games, go to NBA 2K23. Locket code LALMILSZN3. And Austin Reeves nails the 2 freebies. And the Lakers looking like the old 2000s Lakers right now. A 9-zip burst by the purple and gold. Lakers up a baker's dozen. 6:14 in the second quarter, though. Lopez in the high screen. Here's Brook Lopez. He'll shoot a trifecta, and he able to bounce away from downtown. Brook Lopez, big problems. And that makes That may stop the bleeding a little bit, Lou. So let's see. Austin Reeves loses the rock. Here's Javon Carter, but he accidentally stepped on the white line, stepped on the sideline, and the Lakers get the ball right back, man. So Los Angeles up by 9, 53-44. If you look at the Lakers, they are shooting a unbelievable 60% from the field, and they haven't been faced. Here's also his inbound to Reeves. This up to AD in the block, puts it up and in. Anthony Davis dominated. A Davis destruction in Milwaukee. 17 points. Troy Brown with the takeaway, but he able to lose the rock, and the Bucks get the ball right back. 55-44 LA. 5:40 to go. And look at this, Big Lou. 30-16. The Lakers have owned the Bucks in the paint. You don't see that every day. Wow. So Brook Lopez on the high screen. Here's to Pat Connaughton with the floater, screws the pooch. And then Troy Brown muscles for the snatch, and the Lakers were on the run. Here's LeBron on the drive. Spin, winning, dishing. AD pumps up, fakes the three. He flies in, skies, dives, and he arrives. Flight number 3 for takeoff. And the Lakers, the train keeps rolling. 19 for the brow. Just dominating right now. 57-44 LA. Jrue Holiday from downtown. Jrue Holiday nails the trifecta, and the Lakers up by 2 hands. 4:54 in the second quarter. Here's Bron backing in Jrue Holiday right on his grill like your hand on a glove. Here's Bron. He'll take the mid-range shot. Beautiful. Pure like Poland Spring. LeBron James with the mid-range, and LA up 50-47. Look at this, Big Lou. The Lakers, a scorching 11-15 in the second quarter. They're just scorching the Nets right now. Let's see. LeBron James right on Pat Connaughton. Here's Troy Brown right in the face of Holiday. Holiday step back, throws up a cinder block. King James with the king size board. Austin Reeves on the drive. Here's Reeves. Needs a Laker buddy. This up to AD. AD hands up. AD with the hand up. Step back. Bobby smack. Anthony Davis, and is super hot, and the meter is on. 21 points for the brow, and the Lakers are putting the hammer down. 61-46 in Wisconsin. Unbelievable. Here's Jrue Holiday in the paint. To Pat Connaughton. Almost a takeaway. The last touch by AD. And Russ were able to come up from the pine, and the 3:51 to go in the second quarter, and the Lakers coming out with dust of great defense, clogging the paint, exquisite ball movement, and Darvin Ham having the time of his life when they return to the Deer District. So what do you think about the first half of the Lakers so far, Big Lou?
This is the Laker team that a lot of people were predicting to show up in terms of this season. This has clearly been their best. This is the best basketball that they've played this season, and it's happening against the second best team in the NBA. So Bucks are kind of sleepwalking out there. The Lakers are doing a good job of forcing turnovers. They're getting in transition, and like you said, what did I say? The Lakers have got to own the paint. That's what they're doing. They're owning the paint right now, 30-16 over the Bucks. And so Mike Budenholzer is going to have to make some adjustments in the second half. I got to see how the Lakers come out in the third quarter. I know that they did a better job in the third quarter against the Pacers the other night, but they blew the game in the fourth quarter. So,
right.
But we'll see how the Lakers come out in the third quarter. But you can't. There's nothing to complain about for this first half. The Lakers played their best basketball both ends of the court. So there's coming out like
a guy with fire in his eyes. Here's Russell with this up to the brow mid-range. Won't go. Boarded by Bobby Portis. Milwaukee needs to get the crowd involved. They got to play fast. The Bucks are kind of bring the ball up the court a little bit, though. Here's Jrue Holiday. He'll take a mid-range shot and able to connect. Jrue Holiday with a nice J, and the Bucks within a 10, though. And Darvin Ham will call a timeout. 2:47 the second quarter. The Los Angeles Lakers coming out like gangbusters. And after this, you get Double D, DeMar DeRozan, who's 11th in scoring, 26 PPG, looking to stampede past the Warriors. You're watching the NBA on ESPN.
That's the only question I have. Can the Lakers bring this intensity for 4 quarters? That's going to be the question. But so far, the Lakers are looking like the better basketball team tonight against the Bucks. which is good for Laker fans because you want to see that. And people are saying that the Lakers are really playing like a team. I would agree with that for this reason. Part of the reason the Lakers have lost the games that they've lost this year is because of the amount of shots that LeBron has taken on the team. So far in this first half, AD's taking the most shots on the team at 13. LeBron's at 9.
Mm-hmm.
They need to stay with that formula if they're going to win. You don't want LeBron taking the most shots on the team because to me, if that happens, you already know what's going to happen to the offense. The Lakers look like they're moving. The Lakers are getting on the break. The Lakers are attacking the paint. They're playing like a basketball team. That's all you ask. Like, no, it's not about narratives, man. It's about, trying to get the best out of your team because the fans pay money to see you play well, not to kind of sabotage play and throw guys under the bus. And next thing you know, the fans are looking to want to, trade you guys. Here's the thing, though. I'm going to be honest. Again, like I said before, they need to trade Russ, but that's not going to happen until his money comes off the books. They got to trade Anthony Davis right now just for this reason. His value is real high. Mm-hmm. And the next thing you don't want to do is that it gets to the point where AD gets hurt because then you won't be able to do anything for him. So if I'm the Lakers, I would be picking up that phone and look out for some potential partners out there that are willing to make a trade in terms of Anthony Davis, to trade him because of his value. You don't want him to get to a point where he gets hurt and then he has no value at all. Mm-hmm. But then you got to question Jeannie Buss, and it's like, is she really going to do that? I really don't know.
Right. And I still. Sorry, what you said, man?
No, I said that I really hope that the Lakers can play like this. Only time will tell. Shout out to Gerlin Basonia, says go LA. So we got a Lakers fan. All right, salute to you.
Right. And also next Saturday, the Battle Royale, the rematch of the Big Dance, Chef Curry and the Dubs look to splash and cash against those feisty Leprechauns from Boston, Celtics, Warriors at the Chase Center next Saturday on ABC. Get your popcorn ready. Saturday prime time, 8:30.
Loomis, Florida, hopefully I'm saying the name right. He says, trade him for who? This man is crazy. I mean, you may think I'm crazy. I said right now, like I said, well, the trade value is high because if something were to happen, like I said, I hope he stays healthy and like they're able to win. I'm just saying because for the most part, it hasn't really worked out as much as only one title. That's what I'm saying. If they're able to continue to play well and he's able to stay healthy and able to play through the season, you won't need to trade him. But what I'm saying is if that's not the case, you're going to have to find it, like I said, while he has value, because, again, you don't want him to get injured to where he's not going to be able to be valuable. Then it's like you're stuck again.
True.
That's all
Wayne Gabriel, right. Wayne Gabriel get double dosed by the Bucks and he gets eviscerated, and then they get the penny from Wes Matthews. Here's Bobby Portis faking the manga. Here's Drew Holiday. He'll fake the three. Who slice? Who dice? Who did? Who squeezes score? Drew Holiday puts it up in a 7-0 Bucks run after turning by 15. So Milwaukee now starting to wake up from the Bermuda Triangle. The last minute 57 to go. 2:10 in the first half. LA are only up by 8. Here's Russ at top of the key. Hands up to Troy Brown. Troy Brown at the right wing. Bounce it to Russ. Russ, he'll fake the three. In the pin, he'll figure it out to Lonnie Walker. Walker, three-pointer, throws up a clunkaroo, boarded by Bobby Portis, full speed ahead, like on a ship, though. Gets off to Chris Middleton. Middleton jabbing, faking. This is off to Matthews. Matthews feeding the trifecta. Bounce pass to Drew Holiday. AD on Holiday's grill. Holiday for three. No siree dog. Boarded by Troy Brown. Here's Russ on the drive. He'll fake the mid-range, hands off to Wayne Gabriel. Russ at the right wing. He'll dance, he'll prance, he'll squeeze, he'll wheeze, and he'll cheese his way to the line for two shots slow. So let's see. The Lakers up 61-58-53, and Brook Lopez is called. And Brook Lopez right now, is called for his first foul of the game. So Russell Westbrook is coming out cool, calm, collected. 6 points, 8 dishes. Westbrook at the line, short on that. Man, that will make Aaron Naismith cry. Sheesh, he missed the first free throw. The young and the new, King James and the Greek Freak, the new king of the NBA, coming in the basketball game right now. Lakers up 61-53 with a minute 26 to go in the second quarter, though. So let's see. Russell Westbrook breaks the first free throw. Let's see, though. So let's see. Russell Westbrook calming down. He'll shoot the next helper, and he able to connect and nail the 62-53 Los Angeles. Leading scorers for the Bucks, you have 14 for Holiday, Milton for 10, AD with a jaw-dropping 21, James with 10. So let's see. This is off. Matthews downtown, air ball. Here's Russ. This off to Bron. Here's Bron. Hop, drop, and he fails to squeeze it in. AD back up. Here's Giannis. Hard to the hole. Oh, good golly, Miss Molly. The Great Freak with a freaky move and squeezing it in. And the Bucks within a touchdown. Here's Russ on the drive and bulldoze his way to the cup. Russell Westbrook back and forth. MVPs back and forth. So 64-55, Lakerland. Let's see. Here's Giannis. He fakes the three. He does the spin. He does the boogie. Just off the crazy eye Bobby for three. Bingo! A Porter's bomb from downtown. And the Lakers up by 6. And now you hear Pfizer Forum getting pumped. Westbrook three-pointer. No siree, dog. That was a 2-for-1. That was a bad shot right there. 26 seconds to go of the first half. Milwaukee down by 6 is a 12-3 Bucks run. Here's Middleton faking and taking, and then Pat Bev will get called for the foul. And Pat Bev, who has played very well in the first half, sometimes he can be a little too handsy and get himself as foul. So it's a 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock, 72.8 seconds to go of the first half. So Lakers up 64-58. Wes Matthews being subbed out for Grayson Allen. And Grayson Allen's really balled out this year. There was a span. He hit 7 threes in the first half in the game. He hit that enormous trifecta against the Knickerbockers in MSG to give the Bucks a 3-point lead when they win by 6. Here's Drew Holiday with the rod. Giannis trying to set the high screen. Here's Drew Holiday on the rod. Hands off to the freak. Here's Giannis. Three-pointer. Airmail. Here's Milton with the save, and he screws the push. Look, I like Giannis, but he really needs to get that little arc and that free ball. He kind of aimed at and throws up a UFO. Sheesh. So let's see. LeBron pushes off to AD. Here's AD, mid-range shot. Oh, yes, sirree. Anthony Davis with a King James like 23, and then LeBron with the rejection. And the first half, the Lakers coming out sizzling, 66-58. Anthony Davis tormenting Giannis, showing him that he is still a boss. And in the first half, the Lakers 66, the Bucks 58. You're watching the jaw-dropping NBA on ESPN.
G-Money, real quick, I'm going to be right back. Take over the commentary in the meantime and just talk about the highlights of the first half and then just talk about the scores and then just look at the stats for both teams.
Right. All righty, Captain. Let's see. The Hornets right now are annihilating the Wiz, 99-79 at the third quarter. The Hawks are up by 2 touchdowns on another 60-46. The Celtics in a dogfight against the Heat, 62-59 Eastern Conference Finals rematch. The Nets annihilating the Raps, 72-49 at home. The Cavs do not believe in Magic, up 54-47 on the Magic. The Lakers right now are showing grit, up 8. 6-58 in Milwaukee. You got the Grizz up by 8, 38-30 at Memphis, and then you got the Pelicans up by a hand, 36-31 at the Alamo in San Antonio, Texas. Yeehaw! And then after that, 9 o'clock, you got the Rockets and the Suns from the Valley of the Sun. You have the Pacers and the Jazz at Salt Lake City. And then 10 o'clock, after the Lakers and Bucks are done, you got the Bulls look to rampage, look to steamroll past the Warriors, 10 o'clock in Dub Nation. And the Bulls trying to win their first game in against the Warriors as a road team, I should say, since 2013, and trying to get their first win ever at Chase Center. So that's the end of your first half stats as far as the teams. Let's look at the first half stats for the Lakers and the Bucks. Look at this. Anthony Davis has just been hotter than fish grease. 23 points, a scorching 11-14 from the field. Here's what's crazy. He has no rebounds, a bagel in rebounds, 1 block, but offensively, he has tormented Giannis with beautiful mid-range shots and dynamite dunks. King James with 10 points, 5 of 10 from the field, 5 boards and 4 helpers. Troy Brown has been slicker like Charlie Brown. 7 points, 3 for 4 from the field, 3 takeaways, 4 rebounds. Pat Bev, 5 points, 2 for 3 from the field. Lonnie Walker, a frigid 0-3 from the field. But here's been the X factors. Wayne Gabriel, 3 points, playing good defense. Thomas Bryant, who had that dynamite jam, 4 points. You have Russell Westbrook. He has been Russell awesomeness, 9 points. Let's see, 4 boards. And Austin Reeves has given you 5 points off the bench. The Lakers scorching 56% from the field, 3 or 4 of 11 from 3 for the Bucks. You have the Greek Freak, 11 points. It doesn't feel he's been impactful today. Chris Middleton, 10 points. It's not shook off the rust. Drew Holiday keeping the Bucks in it to win it, 14. Brook Lopez, 6. Allen, 5. And Crazy Eye Bobby has not been sloppy. 9 points off the bench. And Pat Connaughton has 3 points. Would I trade Kawhi and PG right now? I will say no. If I were the Clippers, I would say no. I understand they're injury prone, but who's going to want Kawhi and PG based off the history right now? So if I were the Clippers, I'll hang on to them and try again. I don't want to assume injuries of players because any player you trade for can get hurt. But what I'm saying is that if I were the Clippers, I would not trade right now.
As difficult. Here's a problem. Kawhi is difficult to move because of his injury history and the fact that he low manages. Paul George, we know his track record when it comes to the postseason.
And injury history, too.
And his injury history. The best that he honestly really played was, the 2021 NBA playoffs. But even then, even with saying that, he was inconsistent in that aspect as well. And you saw what happened with the Phoenix Suns series. Kawhi Leonard was needed because Paul George can only do that for a game or two where he could carry, but it was like you need your fourth quarter closer, and Kawhi was not able to be there. The Clippers have been disappointing really more so because of the injuries that they've had. And it's like they've never really had a full team. And look, Kawhi's my favorite player, but I'm getting really sick and tired of this Kalo management crap. It's really been getting ridiculous. It's crazy to me that his body's really failing him that bad because of the fact that he had a partial ACL tear. I thought it wasn't even a full tear. And the fact that he took even that much longer to get back on the court. And then finally, when he came back, Kawhi's going to feast, man. He's going to do. I said it won't be long before Kawhi Leonard gets injured again. And I don't want that for him. But it's like I just don't trust Kawhi because I've seen the history. Ever since he's been a Clipper, he hasn't been the healthiest since he was a Toronto Raptor. Okay?
Agreed. 2019, played 60 games, that year.
And he low managed that year. So, so quite honestly, I'm the Clipper experiment has completely failed. I don't care how much time we got left in the season. It's been a complete disaster and it's been a failure. They have to trade both, but Kawhi is much harder to move because of, again, with his injuries and the fact that he low manages. Paul George is really the tradable one out of the two. But then even then, so that's kind of difficult with the fact that he gets hurt. So
Right.
Jay says, I would move Marcus Morris, Reggie Jackson, and Norman Powell would be on the hot seat. To be honest, I got to look at it this way. The Clippers, they failed. They failed. And you got to move these players. It has to be a fire. I know Steve Ballmer's upset, and he would be because of how much hype he put into these two players, man. And everybody, the Clippers finally got a winning culture, winning formula, all this and all that. The Clippers are a cursed franchise, and it's because so many guys constantly get hurt. And on top of that, there's always been, bad play. And it was like the one time that they could celebrate was they got a banner for making the Western Conference Finals in 2020.
Wow, hallelujah. Raise the confetti.
That's all they got. But I'm sick and tired of people saying the Clippers run LA right now. They don't. They never have, and they never will. Regular season don't mean nothing if you don't have any banners up. The Lakers will always own LA. It's Laker town. It's not Clipper town. It's Laker town.
Agreed.
And I was going to just say this real quick, and it's crazy because the Clippers are supposed to be playing in the Great Western Forum as their new arena, and quite possibly Kawhi Leonard and Paul George are not going to be Clippers possibly much longer, to where they're not even going to be in that arena. So all that money spent, and you don't have attraction. You don't really have main attraction for people to come watch games, unless if they're just diehard Clipper fans. That's it.
Agreed. Another G Money McNugget I want to give to you and to me, since we're talking about giving, since we're in the month of the holidays, Big Lou, on Christmas, getting close to Christmas. Look at this. Both teams are even Steven and rebound at 21. And look at this McNugget, bro. The Lakers have slaughtered the Bucks in the paint 34-22. That is unbelievable. Milwaukee's one of the best teams scoring in the paint, and the Lakers have pretty much killed them in the paint, killed them with ease, 34-22 in the paint. And the Lakers have 17 dishes, the Bucks have 12. So that's the thing I want to throw in there. So, yeah.
First of all, look at this. They're not shooting well from three, only 4 out of 12. But this is why they're shooting 56% from the field, folks. And the Bucks are still shooting 50, but that also was because they got hot late in that second quarter. Here's the thing. G-Money mentioned the 17 assists, so they're sharing the basketball. They own the points in the paint, 34-22, so they're getting to the basket. How about this, though? The Lakers only have 3 turnovers as a team. What does that tell you?
The Lakers are a high turnover team usually, yeah.
What does that tell you? Not enough pressure by the Bucks defensively. Lakers taking care of the basketball.
I think I agree. Milwaukee's not, like you said, I agree. They're not ball pressuring. And I think they're being scared of being called for a foul, in my opinion, the Bucks.
Because of what many people said, that some people felt that those guys would be in the pocket of the Lakers.
Agreed. The problem with the league today, man, you have too many injury-prone players. Steph Curry sometimes, Klay Thompson, KD, Kyrie, Kawhi, PG, Jaylen Brown, Zion, Ja. There's too many Levine. There's too many Bradley Beal. There's too many injury-prone players. Here's what's a quinky thing. Did you know this season Porzingis and AD, who are usually injury-prone, have been durable this season? Have you noticed that this year so far?
Yep. Porzingis is actually playing solid this year.
Facts. KP, it's been a Chris Tapps cooking in DC. Man, we should do a Wizards game soon. He's been amazing. And the Wizards have been a surprise team. What do you think about them?
Good to see. I haven't seen much of the Wizards this year. I have seen Porzingis. Porzingis he's been balling this year.
Right.
He just came off a 27.19 rebound game, 2 block game against Brooklyn, even though it was a loss. And then he also had a 41-point game too.
Facts on Big Cat. And speaking of Big Cat, prayers up to Towns. 4 to 6 weeks, calf strain. Get well soon, Big Cat. Porzingis has just been, like you said, he has been dynamite, man. And don't forget, Kyle Kuzma, get on the Kuz cruise. He's been amazing this year. So if Bradley Beal can just be consistent a little bit, though, the Wizards have a legit chance to make the playoffs for the first time since 2021.
Yep. $66-58 at the half. Lakers up by 8. Like I said, clearly this half of the season.
Facts. And NBA news: Popovich has medical procedures, so he's going to be out for a while. He might come back Thursday against the Rockets. Prayers up for one of the best coaches of all time. Prayers up for Pop. Great. And I know we're talking basketball, but little McNugget for you. Jacob deGrom just signed a 5-year, $125 million deal with the Texas Rangers. Wow.
You know what? I found out about that in the stream in the chat. The Mets. Well, it's gonna suck not to see Jacob deGrom in Citi Field anymore because he was my favorite pitcher. Huge pickup for the Rangers, but the only thing with deGrom though, he's gonna be pitching consistently in warm weather now that he's with Texas. Mm-hmm. Well, I can't say that because then there's moments where it could get cold in Texas because I would know because you wouldn't think it would be, but due to global warming, when I was in Dallas, it was cold. There was only one day where the weather was actually, in the 80s, but after that, it was cold that entire week.
Colder than the Arctic, you need a fur coat?
Yeah, it was cold enough where I needed a coat.
Sheesh.
It was.
Sheesh. If you ever go to another cold place, Utah, if you ever go to Utah, wear like 10 coats. If you ever go to Antarctica, you better have a coat mountain. It's chilly.
Okay, Jay says the Lakers need to score at least 60 points in the paint. Strive for 65 plus in the paint. Lakers in 2020 needed 50 plus points in the paint.
True.
Well, that's because they had more bigs in their team, so they didn't need as many. But the Lakers aren't as big as they were at that time, but they definitely got to score more. It's really more so obviously with AD, and then with their drives with Russ, and when LeBron is able to pick the spots, him being able to drive, and the other role players being able to get some easy baskets too.
Right. And we got to talk about the keys for LA and Milwaukee. Milwaukee needs to ball pressure, and another thing the Bucks need to do, the Bucks have to go in the paint. I feel that they've been playing more of an outside game. In the first quarter, they were going in the paint. Second quarter has been more of an outside perimeter game. So if I were the Bucks, you need to put your head down, full speed ahead to the hoop, get yourself to the line. Milwaukee's not getting themselves to the line right now. They got to do that though. If you're the Bucks, though. And the third quarter is about to start at Wisconsin. So what's your keys for both teams in the second half?
The Lakers need to continue to attack the paint. Don't get away from even though they're only shooting 33%, they only attempted 12 threes in the first half. Usually the Lakers are chugging those threes away. But they got to the paint, and they're +6 at the free throw line. Continue to be aggressive, look for the foul call, get to the line. The Bucks have got to start getting to the free throw line. Stop taking too many threes because they took 24 in the first half, and they also got to do a better job of keeping the Lakers away from the basket. Make them beat you from the perimeter. Don't let them beat you inside because that will the Lakers rhythm shooting from the outside. If you're the Lakers, focus in the paint. If you're the Bucks, make them beat you from the outside. And then offensively, like I said, try to get yourself some easy baskets. Stop taking so many threes.
Agreed. And Jay has a good point. Giannis, it hasn't felt he's been impactful tonight. It doesn't feel that Giannis has had a true impact in the game. Giannis just needs to show the Lakers who's boss. Only 11 points in the first half. Come on, man. You gotta put your king size hat on, your crown, I should say, and you got to go to the rack. I also feel like he's been jacking up threes in the first half. What the hell, man? So let's see. Lakers start off the second half with the rock. Here's AD facing up. Here's the Brow, hands up to the king. Here's Drew Holiday right smacked up on LeBron's girl. Here's Bron, hands up to Pat Bev. He'll pump up a three, and he cannot able to finish. And boarded by the Bucks and Milwaukee right in the thick of things. Here's hands up to Chris Middleton at the top of the key. Brook Clubber sending the high screen. Here's Chris Middleton, hands up to Holiday. Open for three. Boom shakalaka. Holiday house. It's a Holiday heist today. A big-time three for Drew Holiday, and the Bucks within that $5 bill. 17 points for Drew Holiday, who was big-time in the 2021 playoffs. Here's AD, bounces the ball in the paint. Here's AD, dishes off to Bron. Here's LeBron, hands off to Troy Brown. Troy Brown to Lonnie Walker. Walker for three. No siree dog. Lakers on offensive glass. Here's King James, throws up a cinder block. The Lakers 0 for 3 to start in the third. Here's Giannis, pulled his way to the rim. This the Dipsy Houdini. Oh, good grief, Sharif. Giannis Antetokounmpo with the Houdini, and the Bucks within a trifecta. 66-63, Milwaukee, a 17-5 run by the two-time champs, by the way. Here's Lonnie Walker on a drive, eviscerated but hacked and whacked. So far, Lou, they're listening to us, bro. The Bucks playing inside out, outside in, going to the basket, and now the Bucks are right back in business. Los Angeles up 66-63 in the early starts of the third. Lonnie Walker head to the stripe. He came in from the Spurs, though. Lonnie Walker nails the first freebie, and the Lakers up by 4 points, 67-63 here at Deer District. Here's Darvin Ham trying to pump up Troy Brown. And look at this, bro. Lonnie Walker's been electrifying. 17 points per game, a sizzling hot 6% shooting, 48% shooting. He has been dynamite. And Lonnie Walker able to cash in at the line, and the Lakers up by a hand, 68-63. His first points of the game. Here's Lopez in the high screen, bounce pass. Here's Lopez, who pump up a 3-ball and able to rain it splash, pick and pop and drop, and the Bucks starting to light up. 68-66 LA. Here's AD figuring the trifecta. This at LeBron for 3. Bang! King James from way downtown, and the Lakers respond up by 5. Drew Holiday split through the keys. Giannis, trifecta. He just can't buy a 3 tonight. 0 for 3 from 3. Boarded by AD, though. Here's LeBron, hands up to the brow. Here's LeBron tap dancing in the paint. Gets hacked and shellacked, but again, saved by the bell. And AD will get himself to the free throw line. A side out. 9:44 to go in the third. The Lakers up by a hand, 71-66. Back and forth, action-packed. Spicy game at the Deer District in Milwaukee. So the Lakers try to pull the ultra upset in Milwaukee. And remember, Lou, the Lakers have not beaten the Bucks since 2020. So here's AD on the side. Rejected, in fact, by Brook Lopez. Another rejection by Brook. Here's Giannis in the paint, throws it up and juices it up and in. Beautiful dish from Drew Holiday to Giannis, a 13-point, and the Bucks within a triple, 71-68, Los Angeles. 9:22 to go in the third quarter. Here's Pat Bev with the juicy floater, hibbity hop and drop. The ball tap dances on the rim and makes the dance, and the Lakers back up by 5, 73-68. 9:06 to go in the third quarter. Bucks down by 5. Here's Chris Middleton at top of the key. Here's Lopez. He'll fake the 3. Hands off to Chris Middleton. Here's Chris Middleton in the paint. Right down memory lane. Holiday open 3-pointer. Puts it in. Drew Holiday has been hotter than a pistol. A big-time 20, and the Bucks within a couple big moves. They're coming. 73-71 Milwaukee. Timeout Darvin Ham. Beautiful driving kick, and Drew Holiday does the rest, though. And now the Bucks within a couple, and Drew Holiday shaking and baking the Lakers right now. You're watching the NBA on ESPN.
Ladies and gentlemen, what did I tell you about the third quarter? It's already a 2-point game, just like that. I mean, it wasn't that crazy in terms of the fact that the Lakers, they were only up 8 at the half, so it wasn't like, it wasn't crazy big. But you felt like the Lakers were up by 20-plus points with the way they played in Milwaukee. At times, they didn't look really good in that second quarter. But look at them right now, 13-7 outscored the Lakers in the third quarter, and just like that, it's a 2-point game, like that.
In a blink of an eye, in a blink of a snap, yeah.
And what did G Money and me mention in the first half? They're doing exactly what we told them to do, and they are knocking down their 3-point shots, which is that's not bowling well for the Lakers. They got to force the Bucks into some mid-range jump shots. Don't let them start to get hot from 3 because they've made quite a few here in this third quarter already. So if you look at this team stats, they've hit 3 threes in this third quarter, and now they're up to 42%. Mm-hmm. They were at 37% in the first half. They're up to 42% now in the third quarter. So that goes to show you right there that the Lakers need to chase them off the 3-point line because they were 9 of 24. They're 3 of 4 in this quarter already. And we're not even 4 minutes in the third quarter.
Yep. And Drew Holiday's been, and here's what's crazy, Big Lou. The Bucks have been butt naked, open from three. No close us by the Lakers, though. Lopez had open threes. Drew Holiday, bro, it's a Holiday heist so far in this game. 20 points getting open threes. What do you think about Drew Holiday for the Bucks? I think it's been big time for the Bucks, not only tonight, but in his tenure in Milwaukee.
Well, I know offensively, Drew Holiday struggled at times. He had a good playoffs in 2021. Struggled to shoot in the finals, but again, he's never let his shooting affect how he plays defensively. So defensively, you're always going to get 100 from him. He really knows how to defend his position really well. And I would always have a guy like Holiday on my team defending the best point guards in the NBA for sure. But right now with the fact that Giannis isn't really impacting the game, his points have really been needed. They've been impactful right now, so they've mattered. It's a reason why this game is a 2-point game right now. Look at that. AD's got 23, 11 of 15. Drew Holiday has got 20 points on 8 out of 12 shooting. Where would the Bucks be without him in the first half?
They'll be stuck at no man's land. They'll be stuck in the Bermuda Triangle.
Start making memories of your own with a new Honda during happy
man. And I want to throw it out there, Big Lou. Did you know the Lakers were up by 15 in this game? Keep that in mind too. They were up by 15. So if you're the Lakers, though, this will be another L in which they were up by 14. My fault. The Lakers were up by 14. So this will be another, assuming they lose this game, this will be another double-digit lead blown. They blew a 17-point lead to the Pacers. They blew some late leads. They blew an 8-point lead to the Blazers with 4 minutes to go when Jeremy Grant had the juicy game winner. I mean, they've had some tough losses, though. So if you're the Lakers, you want to play with energy. You want to swarm the perimeter. And and in the first half, they were sharing the ball, not so much to start the third quarter.
Facts. Guys, smash the like button. Continue to hit that subscribe button right now for the Louis Sports Network, man. We got 20 people watching, but 11 likes. Let's continue to get those likes.
Come on, smash those likes. Smash and crash them.
fantasy points per game. Now, in category 4.
Right. Okay, so let's see, though. AD jab step at the elbow. AD hits a step back. Sweet like Similac. Anthony Davis nails the jump shot. 25 points from the brow. And the Lakers up by 4-4-4. Here's Grayson Allen on the dice. Allen in the paint. Throws it up. Rejected in the summit by Lonnie Walker. Here's Troy Brown on the way with the yabba dabba doo slam and jamma yamma. Beautiful pass from the Lakers. Troy Brown does the rest. Defense to O, and the Lakers restoring order up by 77-71 LA. Here's the lob. Giannis with the okey doke and choke. The oop and the dupe from the Greek Freak. Beautiful dish from Drew Holiday. And Giannis with another bucket with 17 points. And the Bucks ain't going down without a fight. 76-73 LeBron near the Bucks logo. This off to AD. AD in the paint. He jab steps. He shoots the mid-range shot. Throws up a cinder block bordered by Drew Holiday, who's done it all today. Here's Giannis. This off to Allen. Allen, 3. Bingo! Grayson Allen drills the 3, and the Bucks within a penny. There are 4 for 5 from the great beyond in the third, though. Here's dishes off to Lonnie Walker. Grayson Allen right on his grill. James faking, taking, shooting, bricking. Rebound by Brook Lopez. Milwaukee could take the lead for the first time in the third quarter. Holiday, step back 3. Yes, sirree! Drew Holiday, hotter than a pistol, and the Bucks top of Mount Everest, 79-77. They were down by 14 in the second quarter. Here's Lonnie Walker, pumps up a 3. It's good! A Walker swish, and the Lakers leapfrogging to the lead. Mano, back and forth we go. Here's Chris Middleton on the drive. This slice, and he screws the pooch, bordered by AD. It's a 3-on-2. Here's Troy Brown, hands off to Walker. Walker dancing and prancing. Hands off to Pat Bev. Pat Bev back up to Walker. Puts up a 3. Boom shakalaka. Lonnie Walker starting to boil. 2 for 2 from the great beyond in the third. And let's see. Giannis in the block. Giannis backing in, 80 on his grill. Giannis dancing, prancing, wiggling, jiggling, and scooping, hooping. Woohoo! A Giannis Houdini by Giannis. And the Lakers only up by a deuce, 83-81. Get your track shoes on, Lou. You better buckle up. It's been feisty in Milwaukee. 8 points in the third. So now Giannis has been much more assertive, 19 overall. Here's Lonnie Walker with the floater. Hibbity hop. Can't squeeze it up and in. And it'll be 5:49 the third quarter. So far, it has been a battle royale. Lonnie Walker would get himself to the line. 8 points in the third quarter from Walker. And so far, both teams coming out with gusto on the third. What do you think about this third quarter so far, Big Lou?
It's been NBA action. The way you want it.
Mm-hmm. You better salvage this. Lonnie Walker able to cash in the first free throw. Lakers up 84-81. It's a 7-2 run by LA. Look at the NBA schedule. Sunday, you got Tyrese Halliburton and the surging Pacers against the Blazers. Tuesday, you have King James. He's coming home in Cleveland against the surging Cavs on TNT. And you look at the Don and the Mavs against the Joker and the Nuggets from Ball Arena. And Lonnie Walker able to cash into free throws. It's an 8-2 Lakers sprint, 85-81 LA. And in fact, Lonnie Walker scored 8 points by himself for the Lakers in this quarter, 8 straight. So let's see. Here's Giannis at the top of the key. Who pulls up a mid-range shot? Beautiful. The Greek Freak catches in the bank, nails the J, and the Bucks within 2. 10 points in the third for the two-time MVP. Walker, step back, throws up a clunkaroo. AD on the offensive glass, can't put up and in, and he'll get himself to the stripe. Anthony Davis, bro, has been a man-child tonight. Man, offensive boards, 25 points, starting to get on the glass a little bit. He's been big time tonight, man. What do you think about the Brown this season? He has been exceptional.
In the beginning, no. The last week and a half, yes. He's been the way that he supposed to be playing. He needs to get those rebounds up, though. Only got 3 rebounds. That's not good.
Yeah.
LeBron's out rebounding him 6-3.
26 points from the Brown. Here's the old and the new. King James, Giannis, Manu at the free throw line. At the side of the free throw line, I should say. AD nails the first free throw. Anthony Davis able to nail the second freebie, and the Lakers up by a 4, 87-83, purple and gold. Here's Drew Holiday will call a timeout, and Mike Budenholzer will call a TO. 5:19 in the third quarter. Action-packed juiciness and sauciness in the third. You're watching the NBA on ESPN.
Shout out to Chris Wedge in the building. He says, so the haters led by Skip and Shannon have it to eat crow and put respect into Westbrook's name now that he has found his mojo again. Yeah, once he became a 6th man, that I've been saying for a long time. But Jay was the first one to say it. Russ was supposed to be a 6th man because as a starter, I know his fans can't accept this, but I've said this already, that Russ, he's too inefficient and too ball dominant to be on a team with stars. And that's what I'm saying with more than one. He has to be the main show when there's no stars around for him to be able to do what he does in terms of the triple-double. And I love how Skip says that he fooled you with the triple-doubles. I said, but you guys were the ones that helped that happen because you kept saying you never seen anything like it with his triple-doubles. You guys were the ones that pushed Russ to think he was as great as he was. Russ is real good. He's one of the best to ever play. No question. No question. It's just people are so in love with him that they don't want to understand why some people said the things that they said. And it was because of the fact that Russell was just refusing. Here's the thing, as much as I want to, yeah, they just called the timeout.
Yeah, they have. I'm back. That's how to do something. So it's a 10-4 Lakers sprint after the Bucks just slithery had a 2-point lead by like 5 seconds. And so far, bro, it's been a Lonnie Walker extravaganza in the third quarter. 10 points in the third already.
Him and Giannis are going at it. First, it was Drew Holiday and AD. Now we got Giannis and Lonnie Walker going at it right now.
The Giannis Walker duel to the death. Crazy. Man, this game has been awesome, man. Don't be surprised if we get if we get a game winner, potentially. Don't be surprised if it comes down to it, bro. Don't be surprised.
Yep.
Man, action-packed, ball moving from both teams. Magnificent. The Greek Freak has coming out from hiding, has 10 points already. Chris Middleton's kind of been semi-quiet a little bit, though, but I thought he's played good defense at times, But if Milwaukee wants to win, they got to get their bench involved. Only 12 points off the bench. Bobby Portis was the shot in the arm in the first half. Second half, I mean, not so much. They got to get their bench involved if you're Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Man, FISO form. Remember, the Milwaukee Bucks have won 2 championships, 1971 and 2021. In 2021, the Milwaukee Bucks, look at their playoff run. They extinguished the Heat in the sweep, beat the Nets in 7 after being out 2-3 too. Bobby Portis with it misses the floater. The Lakers in a diving last touch by LA. Then let's see, the Bucks beat the Hawks in 6, despite the fact that the Greek Freak missed games 5 and 6, and the Eclipsed the Suns in 6 games after trailing 2-0 though. Cuckoo crazy. Look at this, bro. The Lakers have 16 free throws. The Bucks only have 4. Unbelievable. Pat Connaughton for 3. Throws up a clunkaroo. Boarded by Russ. Russ on the drive. Russ on the push. Russ on the engine. Throws it up. Houdini, slicing, dicing, and wiggle it home. Freight train number 0 coming through Milwaukee. And the Bucks down by 6. A 12-4 Laker run, 89-83 LA. Here's Pat Connaughton. Who'll try again? That rat-a-tat out. Pat Connaughton's been colder than you and me. 1 of 6 from the field, and the rim has had a voodoo spell on it, though. So 4:44 in the third quarter. Brook Lopez about to come in. He's about to come in right now. Not yet. So far, the Lakers withstanding the Deer Pack. So let's see. The Lakers have to throw up Russ in the law. Braun puts it up and juices it up and in. King James with another field goal. And give LeBron a deuce 15, and the Lakers up by an ocean's 8. Here's Giannis in the paint. Puts it up. Eviscerated by AD. Here's Lakers on the run. Lonnie Walker. Sweet mama. A Walker rim crusher. Thunder slamming. Damn a ding dong. And guess what, Big Lou? The Lakers up by 10. Punching the Bulls right in the schnoz. A 16-4 purple and gold sprint. Bro, look at this, bro. AD comes the Greek Freak. And then Lonnie Walker on the other end, hopping like Kangaroo Jack and throws it down. A Baker does it in the third. You're watching the Laker-tastic NBA on ESPN, 93 LA.
The Bucks have got to find a way to get to the free throw line. 16-4 at home, that's not a good sign. Despite the fact that they've actually shot the ball well in the third quarter. But don't like the 2 threes that Connaughton took. I thought he could have got to the basket. But this is good. Here's the thing, though. Can the Lakers complete this with a full 48? And I say that because
they can, but will they? Of course they can, but will they? I don't know.
But this is why I said, will they do that? Because usually third quarters have been an Achilles heel for them. This time right now, even though they lost the lead, they got it back and now they're up by 10 again. So now the question really more so is probably going to be the fourth quarter. And they can't let the Bucks be able to get too close. This was an 8-point game at the half. Right now, the Lakers are up by 10. Their biggest lead was 14. So we have
14. Yeah.
So we'll see if the Lakers have at least a double-digit lead, and they're going to have to be careful because you don't want to give the Bucks any type of momentum to where they could come back and possibly take the lead. But this is not a good game by the Bucks
at all. Because if you're Milwaukee, remember, they're 29th in fourth quarter scoring, Big Lou. Milwaukee struggles in the fourth quarter. The Milwaukee Bucks are 29th in fourth quarter scoring. So if you're Milwaukee, you don't want to dig yourself another hole and need to fight back. So it's an 8-0 Laker spread. Here's Drew Holiday throws for splinteritis. Bobby Portis coming in from the blind side and the hack and whack on LeBron James. For LeBron, that's his first personal foul. That is unbelievable tonight. Wow. So let's see, though. 4 minutes in the third quarter. The Lakers on a 16-4 run after Milwaukee had a 2-point lead. So let's see. Drew Holiday bouncing the ball, air of the ball. Here's Holiday shedding. Holiday throws up the floater, and he's able to push it down. and the Milwaukee Bucks within 8. Jrue Holiday, bro, has just been big time. 22 for Jrue Holiday, and the Bucks within 8. 93-85. Excuse me, 25. My fault. 25 for Jrue Holiday. Here's AD, hands off to face the handoff. Here's AD in the paint. AD with the Houdini. AD just made us cry with the missed layup. Here's Jrue Holiday on the drive. The lobster big bro. Here's Crazy Eye Bobby. Throws up a center, but Pat Connaughton, Johnny on the spot and puts it up and in. That's what Connaughton should have done before, Lou. Offensive board and put back, and the Bucks ain't blinking. They're only down by 6. Here's Lonnie Walker on the drive. Lonnie Walker with the floater, banking and sinking it home. A Lonnie Walker annihilation. 14 points for Walker in the third. Bucks down by 8. Here's Holiday on the drive. Holiday in the paint. AD, Mono. This is jumbo line chicken for Jrue Holiday. Holiday just out to Connaughton back to Crazy Eye Bobby. Bobby Portis with the floater. Gets to the go. Crazy Eye Bobby. And, hey, Lonnie Walker almost lost the ball, but, hey, he saved the bell. Bobby Portis with 11 points. First 2 in the third. Here's AD sending the high screen. Here's Walker on the drive. Throws it up to Reeves. Reeves fakes the 3. Here's Reeves in the paint. Here's Reeves traveling and raveling. End up traveling to Hawaii, and Milwaukee gets the ball right back. A 6-2 run by the Bucks, 95-89. It's been a game of runs. Who will blink first, Lou? Who's going to blink first? We will find out. Let's see. The Lakers with the first turnover in the third quarter. Milwaukee's done a better job not coughing up the rock. No turnovers in the third so far. So let's see. Jrue Holiday on the drive. Holiday back in the paint. Here's Bobby Portis backing in the paint. Here's Crazy Eye Bobby in the paint. Hands up Connaughton. Open three-pointer. Throws up a center, but Pat Connaughton just can't buy one from 3. Let's see. Austin Reeves on the offensive board. Excuse me for the rebound. My fault. Hands off to AD. AD back to Russ. Here's Russ dancing, prancing. Russ in the paint and a hack and whack. The call is on Javon Carter, and Javon Carter has been really pissed off. So Russ will get 2 freebies coming right up. Russell Westbrook so far tonight is taking, it's AD, my fault. He is taking 3 free throws tonight, and Anthony Davis tonight has actually answered the challenge tonight. 27 points, only 3 rebounds, but still 27 points, soon to be 28. He's been absolutely exceptional tonight. Mid-range and all of that. Anthony Davis knocks down a free throw. The Lakers up by a touchdown. And Troy Brown coming in from way downtown off the bench. 2:03 to go in the third quarter. And Lonnie Walker, who has been absolutely dynamite in the third, 14 points in the third quarter, though. And here's Darvin Ham smiling and grinning, though. Like a fat kid eating cake. AD nails the free throw, and the Lakers up by an 8. Look at this, Big Lou. Both teams on fire. The Lakers 55% shooting, the Bucks 52%. Here's Jrue Holiday, hands on Javon Carter. Carter on the slice. Carter faking the thing. Carter on the dupe, but the hack is on Russell Westbrook, and it'll be side out of bounds for the Milwaukee Bucks, though. So far, it's been an action-packed. It has been an exquisite game tonight at Milwaukee, though. So let's see. Milwaukee down by 8, 97-89, minute 49 to go in the third. AD coming out in the game. He has absolutely tormented Deer District tonight. 29 points. Here's Jrue Holiday set on the drive. Holiday, Portis, open three-pointer. Throws up a center block. Digital Bobby Portis with a Porter popping jammer. Bobby Portis with the monster mash, and the Bucks within 6 could very well be a big sign. Here's Russell Westbrook up to Thomas Bryant, Thomas Bryant hands off to Russ and deflected out 5 seconds ago on the shot clock. Deflected out. Jrue Holiday knocks it off Russell Westbrook. Jrue Holiday is like that gum on your hair, Big Lou, on defense. He just won't go away. So let's see, though. Bro, look at this. Jrue Holiday hands off to Portis, and Portis with the thunderous monster mash. And give credit to Brook Lopez on the tip back. So let's see. Russ inbounding to Reeves. Reeves shoots, squeezes, and can't ease, boarded by Giannis. A minute 5 to go. Bucks down by 6. Here's Giannis on the drive. Giannis in the paint, throws it up. It counts, and the foul. The Green Freak freight train his way to the hoop and give him a chance for a 3-point play. A baker's dozen in the third for the 2-time MVP, and the Greek Freak is going to come alive. And it's the Bucks' 5th free throw of the night. Wow. Look at that, Lou. Do you think that's a foul on Gabriel, though?
I don't know. I don't think so. The Lakers have 31 points in the third quarter. That's nice and all, but they've allowed 35 points to the Milwaukee Bucks. That's why it's a 4-point game right now. And this is with the Bucks only attempting, which is now going to be the 5th free throw attempt of the game.
What just happened? They took away the free throw attempt? What? Wow. Bro, I don't know if it was a 3-second call, but they took away the free throw attempt. What the heck? Wow. A minute to go to end the third quarter. The Lakers trying to put the Bucks at arm's length here. So Lonnie, because Gabriel's in the high screen. He's Gabriel with the vicious monster match, and he throws it down. Gabriel on his magic carpet and puts it in, and the Lakers up by 6. And look at this, bro. Russ with a double-double, 11 points, 10 dishes, no turnovers. Here's Portis, fakes the 3, hands off to Connaughton on the drive. To Portis, puts it up and juices it up in a beautiful dish from the Deer, and Bobby Portis does the rest. He's coming alive, Lou. 13 the third quarter. And Russell Westbrook on the holding the ball. He's on the drive. He's on the slice. He's on the dive, and he can't squeeze in it. Gabriel on the offensive board. This is off. Bryant hands off to Reeves at the top of the key. 19 seconds to go in the third quarter. Here's Reeves, hard to the hole, throws up the floater, hippie hop, and it drops. Austin Reeves able to read it in, and the Lakers up by 6. 35 points in the third for LA. So far in the third. Lakers up by 6. 7 seconds to go in the third quarter. Here's Giannis on the drive. Giannis on the spin. Houdini, yes! And one cool cast. The Greek Freak, stronger like a box of rocks and like an ox too. Put him in the book. Send that young man to the line, bro. 14 points in the third quarter by Giannis, and has 25 points for the freakiest player in the NBA. What do you think about that move, bro? Brute strength.
That was a nice move.
Man, this is the dude we've been waiting for, bro. AD, Greek Freak, to see who is better. I think Giannis is better, but I'm just saying. It's been so juiced up tonight, and they have not disappointed tonight at all. So, look at that. Lakers at the century mark at 101-97. 3.9 seconds to go of the third quarter, though. The Giannis waiting for his freebie try to end the third. So let's see. Giannis breathing, calm himself down. Giannis will bounce the rock. And in 10 seconds, chokes the free throw, but AD with the board, and that will end the third quarter. After 3, the Lakers and the Bucks battling to the nail, 101-97. It's been the holiday fiesta in Milwaukee, banging in threes, 25 minutes. Lonnie Walker has been walking on ice, and he's been silky smooth. Lakers are 101-97. You're watching the jaw-dropping NBA on ESPN.
Here's my problem with Giannis. You can't be missing all those free throws. And you're only shooting 62% on the season. And if he doesn't improve that free throw shooting, remember, what did Shaq say? He's the modern day Shaquille O'Neal. They're gonna hack and whack you, and they're gonna use that as a strategy in the playoffs. If he doesn't improve at least to a respectable 72 to 74%, if he could get around there, he won't be as liable. But he's going to be a liability if he doesn't fix that and doesn't get that free throw shooting up. Because the fact is, he missed a freebie there to cut the game to 3. And like you mentioned, the Bucks are 29th in the league in fourth quarter scoring. So they're within 4 right now. But you need these free throws, especially because you're not getting to the line a lot. The Lakers have gotten to the line almost 20 times in this game.
And the Lakers are 10th in fourth quarter scoring too, because in the fourth quarter, they do a better job finding the open man. So it's just that it hadn't mattered at the time because they did so many holes. but now they're starting to get themselves together. So, yeah. And this will be a gut check win for the Lakers, though. If they win this game, Lou, do you think this is a win that may keep the Lakers train rolling?
Well, this is a huge win because this is the first road game this is the first of 13 road games in this month, 13 of 16 away from crypto. So yeah, this is first of all, it's great for the team because it lets you know that, hey, when we honestly play together as a team, we can beat the best teams in the league. The Lakers don't have a bad team. They do lack shooting, but they don't have a bad team. They just have to learn how to play together. And Darvin Ham has got to put his foot down and play in the system. My concern with Darvin Ham is the fact that he is a clutch. For people who don't know, he is a clutch client, which is why he hasn't really gotten on LeBron when LeBron's been doing some of his BS. And he's not going to tell him anything. He's gotten on Russell Westbrook. He's gotten on AD. It's funny how he's going to get on AD, but AD is a clutch client too. Like, the Lakers have a lot of clutch clients on this team, but he's not going to say anything to LeBron because I know that if that was to happen, certain guys are going to talk, and next thing you know, Darvin Ham's job is probably on the line or something. You don't even know, but that's not going to happen. They're like, why is he afraid to push back on Bron? And it's like, you guys need to know that he's a clutch client. That's why he won't.
Agreed. But I want to throw the X factor. The X factor in the third has been Lonnie Walker. He has been absolutely having delicious fried deer, bro. Threes, drives, free throws. Lonnie Walker has been a walking bucket in the third quarter, bro. Was a walking bucket in the third. Wow.
Facts. Had 14 of them points in the third quarter.
Mm-hmm.
And it's crazy. He scored in the third quarter. Giannis had 15 in the third. Was it 15?
I think it's 14.
Holiday was able to get himself some points in the third. But my problem is Jrue Holiday has been more impactful than Giannis has in this game.
Agreed.
Giannis has not been as impactful.
Agreed. And you want to hear this McNugget? The Bucks are 3 for 6 at the line. Giannis has taken all and he's missed 3. Here's Chris Middleton shimmy, shaking, and baking is scoring. Captain Chris with the J and the Bucks only down by a deuce. They ain't bucking around. 101-99 Los Angeles, 11:36 to go. And the fourth, better buckle up your seatbelts. Here's King James at the top of the key. Back to AD, throws it up, no shot. And the foul on Milwaukee. 11:32 to go in the fourth quarter. Keep this in mind. Milwaukee is 29th in the fourth quarter scoring, which is horrendous. The Lakers are number 10 in fourth quarter scoring. So we'll see if that goes to full sway tonight. So let's see. LeBron jazz stepping. LeBron hard to the hole. LeBron jizzing up and in. No. Anthony Davis can't put it up and in. Deflected out. Last touch by George Hill. And it'll be 11:22 to go in the fourth quarter. Smash those likes, everyone. Lakers only up by a deuce. 101-99. 11:22 to go in the fourth quarter. Darvin Ham trying to ruin the party in Pfizer form. Here's Bron. Bounce pass to AD. AD in the paint. Yaks it up and squeeze it in. Beautiful pick and roll. And the Lakers back up a 4. Anthony Davis continues to sparkle. A 31 piece with flats. 31 points for AD. Here's Chris Middleton jazz stepping. Middleton in the paint throws it up. And yikes it. And the hack and whack is on Troy Brown. So Chris Middleton with a good high IQ move. And it's the first free throws other than Giannis for the Bucks. Think about that. And I want to throw a little G Money McNugget. Yeah, LeBron just tied Magic Johnson for 6th all-time in assists, 10,141 helpers, and has 8 dishes tonight. Chris Middleton knocks down the free throw. The Bucks down by 3, 103-100. Look at that, bro. From Bron to AD, reminiscent of 2020. Wow. Here's Chris Middleton makes the freebie. He nails the second one. 4 points early for Middleton in his first game back this season. And the Bucks within 2. By the way, the last time Middleton played game 2 against the Bulls in the first round. Here's LeBron jab stepping. Middleton Matthews right on his schnoz. Here's AD sending the high screen. The ball bouncing and bouncing on the leg. And the Bucks down by 2, 103-101. Laker ball inbounding. 10:43 to go in the fourth quarter. Los Angeles trying to get the first win against Milwaukee since 2020. Ironically, Lou and I did that game in Staples Center. Weird, huh? So let's see. Here's Russ, hands off to Bron. Here's Bron facing him. Here's LeBron, the spin, the jack, the floater, hippity hop. No, Russell Westbrook hopping on the deer train and squeezing it in, and the Lakers up by 4-4-4, 105-101. 32 points for Russ. Here's Giannis in the high screen. Here's the freak in the paint. Here's Giannis with the Houdini. Can't jiggle it home, but he'll get back to the confines at the line for his 8th free throws. So AD starting to get into foul trouble a little bit. Anthony Davis right now, no, my fault, his first foul of the game. Wow. If you're Giannis, you got to start nailing the free throws. He's 3 for 6 at the stripe. He's 62% of the line. It could play a difference, Lou.
It could. Damn, that's crazy. I didn't even know Chris Middleton had 14 points. I felt like he hasn't even scored. Giannis makes the free throw, 105-102.
He did, though. He did, man. And now he has, 26 points? Now Giannis now starting to come alive a little bit, though. The Los Angeles shooting 55% from the field, while Milwaukee also shooting 55%. But here's the difference. The Bucks shooting 41% from 3, but the Lakers shooting 39% from 3. But here's why the Lakers are giving the Bucks an arm's length. 56-44 in the paint. Yikes. For the Lakers, though. Yikes. So
this would be a bad loss for the Lakers if they were to lose a game in which they're winning the free throw line and the paint battle. You need to win this game.
True. In my opinion, it'll be a worse loss for the Bucks. You're supposed to win this game. So let's see. The Lakers up 105-103. Here's Russell Westbrook. Almost screwed the push, deflected out by Milwaukee. 10-11 to go in the fourth quarter, though. So let's see. Chris Middleton starting to become more aggressive in the fourth. LA up by 2. LeBron in the paint throws it up and squeezes it home. King James with the Houdini layup, and the Lakers back up by 4. Here's Middleton jabbing, Middleton spinning, Middleton guarded by Pat Bev. Here's Giannis with the rock. Here's the freak, hard to the hole, throws it up to Matthews. Middleton, three-pointer, bang! Chris Middleton nails the trifecta, and the Bucks within a singleton. 107-106. Middleton coming alive. 17 points for Captain Chris. And speaking of Captain Chris's, he fouled King James, which is a bad foul by the Bucks, though. 9:39 to go, and LeBron is injured. Oh no. He's on the floor. He's on the floor. This is LeBron. He's been injured a lot in his past few Lakers seasons. Remember, he missed 27 games last year, 27 games in 2019, 26 games in – missed 26 games last year, and LeBron is hobbling. That's the least of the Lakers' problems. What do you think about that, bro?
Well, he has to be available if the Lakers are going to have a chance to win. So the fact that he hasn't really been as durable since he's been to LA. He's missed 20-plus games in each of the 4 seasons. I think with the exception of 2020. But other than that.
Look at that, bro. He hurt his ankle. Ouch. He's always had ankle problems like Steph Curry, bro. And groin issues.
He didn't have the ankle problems that Steph Curry has, but he's had ankle problems these last 2 seasons and now including this one.
Good point. And he also has groin issues too. Don't forget about the groin.
That's right.
So if you look at LeBron, like you said, last year he missed 26 games. In 2021, he missed 27 games. 2020, he missed only 5 games. 2019 missed 27 games. The last fully healthy season from LeBron was ironically in Cleveland when he played all 82. What a coinky dink. And even this year, the Lakers are 8-12. He's missed 6 games so far this year.
The Lakers
Iron Man no more, yeah?
They're 4-2 without him, I think, in the 6 games he's missed.
Let me see. They beat the Nets. Let's see. They beat the Nets. I think so. I know they beat the Nets without LeBron. I know they beat the Pistons and the Spurs. That's 3. Check.
I want to see that replay on how LeBron got hurt on that ankle.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like sometimes it's kind of hard to tell with him because on one part you feel like he really The one with Solomon Hill, that was legit. Nobody can tell me nothing different.
They're 3-3 without LeBron. 3-3 the Lakers this year without LeBron. 3-3.
Okay, 500 basketball. That's that's not enough games, but 500 basketball.
Mm-hmm.
LeBron's gonna retire that single. Let me see here.
Right.
Let's see. Try to position. Oh damn! I can't see it. This damn ad. Still can't tell.
Sheesh. But like you said, the Lakers need to be healthy if they want to make the playoffs. Because remember, last year they weren't really healthy. AD missed 42 games. LeBron missed 26, like I said. So AD missed 40 games around that. So it's like the Lakers just need to stay healthy if they want to make the playoffs. No, AD missed 42. I was right. AD missed 42. Usually, you would have thought LeBron would be more durable than AD, but so far this year, it's been a topsy-turvy, bro. AD's been durable this year, not LeBron.
The thing is, man, LeBron's time is coming to an end, little by little, because he's going to be 38 this month.
Mm-hmm. Okay, he's hobbling. He's still hobbling. He's up, but he's hobbling still, going to the bench. No, he's on the court again. He's fine. He's on the court. He's on the court now. Okay, so Pat Bev inbound to AD. AD finds the king. Here's LeBron James jazz stepping. Here's Bron mid-range, faking, duking, ooping, and scooping and swishing. King James with the hoop. LeBron James with only 17, but big tonight. Lakers up 3. Here's Grayson Allen trucking. Holiday for 3. Throws up a cinder block, boarded by Anthony Davis. His 4th rebound in the basketball game. So let's see the Lakers up by a trifecta. Here's King James able to bulldoze me to the hole. Throws up Houdini and can't put it up and in. LeBron slow to get up. Here's Anthony Davis. He's Giannis on the drive and able to gladly squeeze it at home. Giannis on the other end with 29, and the Bucks within a single digit, 109, 108. Wes Matthews with the takeaway, but he's hacked. LeBron, 8:48 to go in the 4th quarter, and Wes Matthews right now is going to be called for a 2nd personal foul. If you're Milwaukee, this is due to the death. You got to clamp up. You got to play physical. You got to make the Lakers a perimeter shooting team. You got to make the Lakers a perimeter shooting team in Milwaukee. So let's see. So LeBron digs up the Brow for 3. Cash me out. Anthony Davis drills the trifecta. And the Bucks are 4. Lakers are 4, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
And Anthony Davis, dynamite, 34 points, matching Giannis' jersey number. Wes Matthews throws up a UFO, boarded by Pat Bev, the Bulldog Pat Bev. 8:20 to go in the 4th quarter. Lakers coming out, cool, calm, collected. Austin Reeves drives to the hole. Walker, open, 3. Hibbity hop, can't tap dance at home. And then Anthony Davis comes from the blind side and is called for over a back foul. But look at this, bro. LeBron James just surpassed Magic Johnson for 6th in the all-time dishing list. 10,142 helpers. Mark Jackson is coming up next. Watch out, Mark Jackson.
Chris Middleton was stuck on 10 for a bit, says Jay. Yeah, he's got 7 in this quarter right now. But it was crazy how the fact that he was at 10. I was like, I didn't even know he scored in this game because it felt like he didn't, even though he had 10 points. That's the crazy part.
Right. Giannis in the mid-range shot, able to glide it home. Giannis Antetokounmpo with a juicy J and give the Greek Freak another deuce. He has 31 points for Giannis, and the Bucks within a deuce. 31 points for Greek Freak, 5 boards, only 4 rebounds though, unacceptable though. Here's Bron, 3-ball, throws up a cinder block, boarded by Drew Holiday. Milwaukee could take the lead. Here's Holiday, hands out to Giannis. Giannis dancing, prancing, and whips his pants. Stolen by LeBron. Here's LeBron bulldozer. LeBron rejected emphatically by the free. LeBron made Giannis at the summit. Wow. Yo. The new is on Holiday. Bro, what do you think about that king-size rejection? Look at that! The freak with a mesmerizing block of the king! No. Look.
Well, I'm gonna be able to watch it once I see this. Once I see it, because right now they're just showing the Anthony Davis 3, so it's like a minute behind. But I'll be able to watch it then. But I can't wait to see the block. So I'm gonna keep it on here while you're still calling the action. I know there's a foul call right now. Right now the ball is on Milwaukee's side right now currently.
Yeah, 7-10 the fourth quarter. The Bucks right now, they're coming in like that boogeyman up behind in your closet, down by 2, 112-110, Los Angeles. The last time the Bucks had the lead was 79-77 in the third quarter when Drew Holiday nailed the 3. So let's see. Grayson Allen inbounding the ball to Drew Holiday. Holiday at the top of the key. Here's Lopez on the high screen. Here's Holiday with the mid-range shot. Can't put it down, boarded by AD. Anthony Davis with his sixth board of the game. So let's see, 6:54 in the fourth. Here's Russ, bulldoze, and scores. Russell Westbrook on one-man wrecking crew. Here's Giannis down the memory lane, hacked and went. Russell Westbrook balling right now. Look at Russell Westbrook, 15 and 11. Just slice and dice Lopez. And Giannis will get another free throw stripe at the line. His 9th and 10th free throws coming in. 2 shots. 6:46 to go in the fourth quarter. The Milwaukee Bucks trying to knock off the Lakers again. Remember, the last time the Lakers beat the Bucks was back in 2020, though. In 2021, 2022, and in 2023, 2021 and 2022, Milwaukee swept LA. So Milwaukee looking for the 5th straight win on LA. Here's Giannis at the stripe. Nails the first free throw. Give the Greek Freak 31 points. And guess what, Wednesday, you have Ice Tray at Big Apple against the Knickerbockers. And then Wednesday, you have a potential finals preview, those Leprechauns against the Suns on ESPN. Juicy doubleheader. Trae Young looking to own the Knicks again. And you have the C's and the Suns at the Valley. And Giannis calmly nails 2 free throws. He gave him a 33-piece, and the Lakers only have 114-112.
That Giannis block was on fire right there. That was a great block.
Facts. And then Russell Westbrook, the mid-range shot, and the Bucks have a chance for the lead. Here's the Greek Freak. Lopez, 3-pointer. Throws up a center block. Russell Westbrook on the drive. Here's Russell Westbrook. BP Westbrook to AD. Eviscerated by the Brook Wall. Another block for Lopez. Here's Giannis. Hyperlight Kegel check and throws it down. Timeout Los Angeles. The crowd is alive at Pfizer Forum. Lopez just denied a no-fly zone in Milwaukee. Woohoo! AD just got stuffed by Brook, and then the Greek Freak just went hi-ya at the rim. Even Steven at 114, 6:10 to go. You're watching the electrifying NBA on ESPN. Buckle up.
You know what? Dan, the fact that Giannis has been blocked twice by Brook Lopez, though. And you know what? Giannis is making his free throws in the fourth quarter, though. These last couple of ones. He's made his last 4. So that's a good sign, and you need to continue that down the stretch. And if we look at the team stats now, Milwaukee, which only had 4 free throws in the first half, they've got 8 in the second half. The Lakers were up 18-4 in free throw attempts, but now Milwaukee's gotten the free throw line 8 times now in the second half.
And so far, bro, it is a block party at Milwaukee. It's a block party at Milwaukee. Lakers with 3 blocks, the Bucks with 6. And look at this, bro. Brook Lopez has 3 swats tonight, 3 rejections tonight. Remember, he leads the NBA in rejections, 2.9 per game.
Yeah, that's right. He's just under 3 blocks a game. Wow, we are tied at 114. It's a part of me kept saying, man, the Lakers are probably going to pull away, even though the Bucks are kind of close. It just felt like they weren't. But right now, this is anybody's game. And quite honestly, I thought the Lakers were going to really, really seize control. But look at that. I said it because I was like, okay, the Lakers played great in the third quarter. But now in the fourth quarter, they've been okay. But it's like Milwaukee is right now, they're in a tie game. So it's like now these last 6 minutes and 10 seconds, usually around the 5-minute stretch, this is go time. So this is really important now. It's like which team is going to be able to make the clutch plays? Who's going to step up for either team, to pull their team to victory? So we're going to wait and see. But this game is this game has really been a game of runs. So the Bucks have got 15 threes made. The Lakers have owned the paint. The Bucks are now up to 27 assists, so both teams are sharing the basketball. The Bucks only have 2 turnovers in the second half. Lakers only 1. So both teams are taking care of the basketball. Bucks' biggest lead in this game was 6. Lakers has been 14. But we are going to strap on those damn seatbelts, man, because it's going to be a wild ride to the finish, I believe.
Big time fast. And keep this in mind. Here's more stats I cooked up with from Chef G. Look at this. The Bucks are 5-2 in the clutch. They're number 5. They're number 5 in the clutch. 5-2. The Lakers 2-5 in the clutch, and they're number 26 in the league. So if you're LA, this is not what you want to be, though. You don't want to be in this type of moment, though, because you struggle in the clutch.
They have to pull away. Close games are an Achilles heel for the Lakers. They got to pull away.
Fast, but after this, look at the babyface assassin, 3,223s. Bulls dubs coming up next. So let's see AD at the free throw line. Hands off to Bron. Here's Bron on the drive. Bron with the floater. Bron with the miss. AD with the tipperoo. And scores the Brown with 36 points. And the Lakers skyrocket to the lead. 161. Drew Holiday and the nutmeg. This Connington 3-pointer. Hippity hop, and the ball tapped in, wiggle, jiggles it in, and the Bucks lead 117-116.
Wow, Connington got a break on that one.
They're down 1. Bucks up 1. 117-116. So let's see.
Wow.
Let's see AD battling for position. Here's LeBron on the drive. LeBron on Houdini puts it up and puts up a layup. And the Lakers leapfrog. Seesaw battle in the Deer District. 118-117, 5-10 fourth. Holiday 3-pointer. Money! A Holiday heist tonight. And the Bucks up 120-118. Back and forth. Mano a mano. Who's going to blink? Who's going to crumble? Woohoo! 4:55 in the fourth. Let's see. Bron in the paint. AD trying to set the screen. Here's Bron. Holiday guard the king. AD 3-pointer. Bang! Bang! Anthony Davis from the heavens. And the Lakers up again. Back and forth. 121-120 LA. Let's see how they're the drive. Rejected by AD. AD just cuffed the buck. Let's see. Anthony Davis back to Bron. Here's LeBron on the drive. LeBron throws it up. Can't put it down. But gets himself to the line. Anthony Davis has been a demon tonight. Davis destruction at the Deer District of Milwaukee. Look at this. 39 points. 3 swats. Unbelievable.
What have we been saying, man? AD. He's going back and forth with Giannis. It has not been a one-sided matchup. He's not only going back and forth. AD may not have 10 rebounds in this game, but he's
the free throw. Yeah.
But he's about to get there. And look at that: 39 points, 8 rebounds, 3 blocks.
3 swats. Yep. And LeBron James, 21.7 boards, 10 dishes. And LeBron's been aggressive himself in the second half. But Brook Lopez was sitting on the pine. LeBron James nails the second freebie. And the Lakers up by a deuce. 4 quick points by Los Angeles. Look at this. 20-12 free throws by LA, but the Bucks been more aggressive. So let's see. Here's Giannis on the drive. Giannis on the slide. Giannis on the hoop. It counts and the foul. The Green Freak soaring like an eagle and give him a chance for a 3-point play. Giannis still with the crown on his head. 122. Look at that, bro. Russell Westbrook is the victim, and Giannis Giannis will get himself to the stripe.
Bro, Giannis has 37 points. AD's got 39. We might see 40-point games from each of these cats because there's still plenty of time.
Big time. Bro, this game has been lit. Woo! Getting juiced up today. 122. Even Steven squeezing. Let me squeezy. Giannis at the line. Nails the free throw. And the Bucks skyrocket up by 123, 120. The Greek Freak with 38 points. Russ bringing the ball up. The Lakers, will they flinch? We're going to find out. Here's AD at the right wing. AD hands off to Bron. Bron, 3. Yes! King James Geronimo from downtown. And the Lakers up by a deuce. Oh, mesmerizing play after another. Lakers ain't blinking. 125, 123 LA. King James, 25 points. You're watching the electrifying NBA on ESPN. Smash those likes, people. Smash them.
Wow. Drew Holiday is about to have a 30-point game, and he's been efficient tonight. 11 of 19, 6 of 11 from deep. Bobby Portis has put in a solid 15 points on great efficiency. Javon Carter's been quiet, only taking 2 shots. LeBron James coming alive in the fourth quarter. He's got 25. He's upped his field goal percentage now. 11 of 24 now is from the field, but big time 3. But we still got plenty of time, people. It's not over. It's
3:55.
3:55.
No defense. No defense tonight. And so far, it has been the battle of the king, battle of the furry brow, and the battle of the freak. And it has been fun holidays in Wisconsin. All in one.
Yep.
This will be a go ahead.
I was just gonna say, still a 2-point game. Wow, Miami's about to pull this off. They're up 108, 107 against Boston with under 20 seconds remaining in that game.
We're gonna keep an eye out for that game. But look at AD and Giannis, both guys feasting and beasting on each other, due to the death. Who's gonna flinch now? Let's see. Milwaukee down by 2, 3:50 to go for Lopez center screen. Hands off to Middleton. Middleton on the drive. The slice, the dice. No, Giannis, Johnny on the spot and attacks the rack. A rack attack by Giannis. A 40-piece for the Greek Freak. 29 in the second half. Toying with the Lakers. 125. Even Steven. Here's AD at the top of the key. Hands off to Bron. Bron to Reeves. Reeves faking them trifecta. Reeves this up. Bron, 3. It's good. King James, silkier than a snake, and nails the 3. And the Lakers up by a trifecta. LeBron James, hotter than a pistol. 13 in the fourth quarter, 28 in the game. So let's see. Giannis in the paint and a Lakers straitjacket. Covington for 3. Hippity hop, no. Boarded by AD. LeBron James LeBron James with 28. AD and Bron punching the Bucks in the schnoz. Here's AD. Hands off to Bron. Here's Bron, who has had the golden touch today. LeBron, mid-range shot. Lopez on Bron's grill. LeBron, step back. Nope. Boarded by Russ. Russ on the offensive glass. Here's Russ on the drive. Russ almost screws the pooch. Kick ball. And I want to throw it out there, Lou. LeBron James is 2 points away from his 515th 30-point game in his career, by the way. But that would have tied Will Chamberlain.
Interesting.
Crazy. So let's see. So far, both guys refusing to lose. The Lakers and the Bucks buckle up. Here's Russ, hands off to Reeves. Reeves back to Russ. Here's Russ. Middleton on him. Here's Russ, hands off to AD. AD figure the 3. AD shoots the 3. AD clunks up a trifecta. Boarded by Grayson Allen. Giannis on the lob to Lopez. Brook Lopez in a straight jacket. And he's bulldozed and mollywopped by LeBron. And he'll get 2 shots at the line. 2 shots. 2:13 to go in the fourth quarter. The Bucks and the Lakers both sniffing W's. Both don't want to let go of the rope. 2:13 to fourth. Look, the Lakers 54% from the field. So are Milwaukee. Look at this. Both teams even Steven. Milwaukee 42%, LA 42%. So let's see. Brook Lopez at the free throw line, able to rat-a-tat in the first. Bucks down by 2, 128-126 though. So let's see. 2:13 in the fourth quarter. Milwaukee trying to hang it by a thread. Lopez nails 2 beauties, and the Lakers only up by a single penny, 128-127. Lopez with 11 points, 7 boards. So let's see. AD at the top of the key, hangs up at the top of the key at the left elbow. Here's AD in the paint. AD with the shimmy shake. AD with the big. He just put Brook Lopez in the weight room. A 41-point extravaganza for Anthony Davis. And the Lakers up by a trifecta. 41-9 for the Brown. So let's see. Middleton fakes the 3. Giannis sets the screen. Middleton trying to get an open space. Middleton on the slice and the dice, can't put it up and in. And Russ crashes it for another board. The Lakers a minute 38 away from a jaw-dropping, eye-raising upset. So let's see. AD at the top, and he hands off to LeBron. LeBron at the left wing. Braun backing it. Braun mid-range. Puts it up and in. Boarded by Giannis. Giannis full speed ahead. Freight train coming through. Grayson on the drive. Middleton loses the ball. Middleton loses the ball. And LeBron seals it. LeBron all the way. This up to Brown. And Brown with the rabbit slammer ding dong. King James to AD. And AD with 43 points. And the Lakers up by a $5 bill. 132-126 with a minute to go. Buckle up, baby. Lopez sets the screen. AD on Holiday. Middleton faking the 3. Middleton with the spin. This up to Lopez with the floater. It goes. Brook Lopez has been nice like George Lopez and pulls up the floater, and the Bucks ain't going down without a fight. 132-129. 45.6 seconds to go. The Lakers ain't flinching. AD tormenting the Greek Freak. 43 points. And look at this, bro. Look at this. Russ with the dive puts his blood and soul. King James on a runaway. And then AD finishes at dinner. And the Lakers up a trifecta. You're watching the Davis show on the NBA on ESPN.
Wow. What a heck of a game.
Thanks.
Shout out to Tara. What's good? Looks like I'm missing a good game. It's been a hell of a game, Tara. Jay says Jaylen Brown hit the 3. Oh, he tied the game? Oh, wow. Mm-hmm. It's funny because he said hope for the Tatum, but Jaylen Brown's had a pretty good season. Wow. So the Lakers with a chance to win. Did I pick the Bucks to win this game, or did I pick the Lakers?
I picked the Bucks. I think you picked the Bucks too. I picked the Bucks.
I probably did pick the Bucks. The Lakers were underdogs coming into this game, but this is big because they don't look like underdogs. But hey, give the Lakers credit, man. They won a close game. They're winning a close game so far, but it's not over. 45.6 seconds, plenty of time. If I'm the Bucks, I would not go for the 3 right away.
It's Laker ball up by 3.
Oh, they have the ball. I'm sorry.
Yes, Laker ball. So if you're Milwaukee, you don't need to foul. 45.6 seconds to go. Play it out. If I'm Milwaukee, clog the paint now. So let's see.
Lakers only need one shot to end this, honestly.
Pretty much. So let's see. Russ hands off to Brown. LeBron James has just been exceptional. Drew Holiday riding the King's Grill. Here's AD. Mid-range shot. Rat-a-tat sound. Grayson Allen with the big-time board. Milwaukee on the run. Here's Middleton at the left wing. Hands up to Holiday. Holiday to the free. Deflected out by Lonnie Walker. The long stretch by Lonnie Walker. And it's still Milwaukee ball. 21.4 seconds. The Bucks have a chance to square up the score. Milwaukee down by a trifecta. This has been a heart-pumping game. You are watching the NBA on ESPN. Buckle up.
If I'm the Bucks, I'd go for an easy 2 real quick. You don't need to still go for the 3. There's still enough time. Play the free throw game with the Lakers and hope that they miss. You don't want to try to hit a three because it's not that they can't go for it, but if you're gonna go for it, make sure you get a great look, not a decent look, not a good look, not a bad look. You want to get the best look you can. But I would go for two and kind of play it safe and have them beat them at the free throw line. Yeah, the Lakers are a good team. This whole thing about that they aren't, it's just that, it's just a little bit of laziness, man. They're actually a good team when they can actually play as a team. It's just that you got a guy who's kind of being selfish, but I give him credit in that he's not being selfish. Damn, but he put up his shot attempts up. He got the same shot attempts as AD does. But it is what it is. He got his 28 points. And AD's got 43, which is what I like to see. I like the numbers that AD put up. The rebounds could be a little bit better, but I'll still take the 43 points. They look great.
Right. So let's see. Milwaukee down by a triple. They need a quick score and a foul, or if you do get the free ball, if it's available, that'll be big. So let's see. 21.4 seconds to go. 21.4 seconds ago, Milwaukee has a chance to even Steven the game. Allen, he's open for three. Throws up a cinder block. King James for the rebound. Here's LeBron. Milwaukee has to foul. Almost stolen. And Russ will have himself to the stripe. 13.3 seconds to go. Grayson Allen, who was a Nick killer when he hit that three in MSG. This time, no dice. And the Lakers 3.3 seconds away from a gut check win at the Deer District in Milwaukee and their first win against the Bucks since 2020 when you and I did the game. Wow, in Staples.
What did I tell you? Inside out. The Lakers are doing it inside out. When they go outside in is when they struggle.
True. And Russ chokes the free throw. He left the door open. Still a chance for Milwaukee.
Wait, he missed both?
No, he missed one. He missed the first. So let's see. Westbrook has a chance to extend the lead. Westbrook shoots the free throw. He chokes both. Rebounded by Bobby Portis. Walking on the run. Here's Holiday. Shoots the three-pointer. No. Giannis can't rebound, but AD coming from the summit and gets the board. Holiday had a great look, but couldn't connect. And AD had the chance to sort the game away. Man, no dice for the Bucks.
Yo, I already know what Shannon and Nick and Skip are gonna say. Westbrook almost choked the game away. He missed two free. I already know.
That's good deal by Austin Reeves. Austin Reeves is a big time contest on Holiday.
So Anthony Davis, I just iced the game right there with the free throw. That's ball game. AD's got 44 points, 10 rebounds. He's got the double-double. I know LeBron is going to get some kind of credit. Yeah, he was big in the fourth quarter, so I give him a lot of credit. But this game was AD from start to finish.
Season high, AD.
AD misses the free throw, and Pat Bev gets the offensive rebound. That's ball game. Lakers win 133-129. They win. That's ball.
Man,
big time win for me. Huge win. Huge win.
Jaw-dropping win. Jaw-dropping.
Huge. Give the Lakers a ton of credit. AD 100% player of the game. 100%.
Facts. I was emphatically wrong tonight, yeah?
There's hope for the Lakers. There really is hope. They beat the second best team in the NBA.
In Milwaukee.
In Milwaukee, on the road. They're in Washington on Sunday, which the Lakers should win that. It's not going to be easy. But they can beat Washington.
And they lost, and the Wizards just lost to the Hornets, by the way. The Wizards just lost to the Hornets.
Right. So now that just tells you right there. The Lakers get a day off, and they'll be in Washington, and they get themselves right there, and then they'll be within 2 games of 500. The Lakers with this winner now within 3 games of 500. Milwaukee with a tough loss at home, 3rd loss at home of the season. This now puts them at 15-6.
To me, this is kind of a bad loss if you're the Bucks. This is not a good loss. This is a bad loss because, yeah.
My question is, why didn't Chris Middleton get that ball for the 3-point shot and Drew Holiday did? I wouldn't have put the ball in Holiday's hands for that situation. Chris Middleton should have got the rock for that. I don't know why. Budenholzer is going to have to go back to the drawing board on that one and realize that Middleton should have been the one shooting that 3. I have a little more confidence in Middleton close in the game to shoot that than Drew Holiday.
Agreed. Agreed. Because don't forget, too, Chris Middleton hit big-time buckets in the playoffs and had more than 10-plus game-time / game-winning shots in the 2021 playoffs. Remember, in the first game against Miami, he hit a game-winning shot. Remember against Miami? He was big-time. And even against Brooklyn, hit a big-time mid-range shot to put the Bucks up, too. And don't forget, he had 20-plus in the fourth quarter against the Hawks in Game 3 in the conference final. And in Game 4, he had 40 apiece, including big-time shots in the fourth quarter. So, yeah. So right now, Heat up by 1 with 40 seconds to go, by the way, in Boston.
Woo! Anthony Davis with a 44 piece of chicken with 10 biscuits tonight.
Facts. And don't forget the 3 sweats. Hiya! Get out of town, man.
Yeah. Unbelievable game by AD. LeBron stepped up in the fourth quarter when he needed to finish with 28. LeBron with some key milestones, passing Magic Johnson on 6 for 6 on the all-time list. He did fall short of getting his 500 of Time Will Chamberlain for the 30-point game.
Yeah, he did. He fell short. Yeah, but he had a monster game though. And like when Nets World said, AD outdueled Giannis. He outdueled the freak. He said, "Not in my house."
Well, funny he said that in Giannis's house. But yeah, Anthony Davis outdueled Giannis. Giannis had 41 points. AD had 44. Awesome. This is the matchup that people have been wanting to see from AD. Giannis is going to get his, but come right back at him, and that's exactly what AD did from start to finish. Mm-hmm. AD did it from start to finish, and how about the Lakers winning a close game right there, winning by 4 points? Because this game was tight.
Sorry. My fault. I thought. Sorry, my fault. Sorry, that was the Jaylen Brown fade showed earlier. Excuse me. So yeah, and don't forget, bro, the Lakers were 2-5 in clutch games. Don't forget about that. And Milwaukee was 5-2 to this. So the trend did a reverse-a-roo tonight.
Which is why it hurts that the Lakers lost that Pacer game, blowing that 17-point lead at home, because they would be 8-1 in their last 9 games had it not been for that loss.
Facts. And don't forget too, if you watch that play, Nembhard was open at the left wing, and LeBron didn't close out, and that's why they lost. And don't forget to give up an offensive rebound too. If they just rebound the ball, they win that game.
Mm-hmm. But it happens. Milwaukee's got to go back to the drawing board. They got some stuff that they got to fix. I mean, it was Middleton's first game back, but Middleton was actually cooking in the fourth quarter. I'm surprised that he did not get involved. I felt like Budenholzer did he take him out of the game? Because I felt like
he was in the game still. He was still in the game.
Yeah, he didn't get involved in the fourth quarter. I felt like the Bucks could have pulled it out if Middleton got some more touches, because he did not touch the ball down the stretch. I don't know what was going on there. He had 7.
Bucks was a big time shot, yeah, man.
Yeah, like he had 7 points in the fourth early, and then after that he just did just pulled a disappearing act and didn't even get to touch the ball again. So that's a coaching thing, and the players have got to recognize that. Middleton helped you get back in the game. So you should have looked for him when he got you those early points in the fourth. But that's bad on Milwaukee's part.
Agreed.
Jrue Holiday may have been hot, but you can't let him get in way over his head and having him try to do too much. And that's what he tried to do with that last shot.
That was a stupid shot, man. That was stupid.
Because look, Middleton was 6 of 11, and he was 3 of 4 from the 3-point line. He has 7 in the fourth quarter. Why weren't you feeding him the ball more? Giannis had 23 shots. Holiday had 20 shots. Bobby Portis had 13 shots, but Middleton only got 11.
That's unacceptable. Unacceptable. Yeah. And here's what killed Milwaukee too, into why they suffered a big L. Look at this, bro. The Lakers put up a 70-piece wing dinner, McNugget, red fries in the paint. The Bucks only had 54. That is impossible.
Yeah. The one thing I will say about LeBron that I did not like was he was starting to jack up way too many shots, and AD would have finished with more shots than LeBron, because they finished exactly at 27 shots apiece. AD should have finished with more shots than he did. That's probably the one thing that I could criticize LeBron. Did he step up in the fourth quarter? Yes. So for you LeBron fanboys out here, don't be acting like I'm hating on LeBron, because I even said it, that he stepped up and scored 13 big points in the fourth, and LeBron did his thing. My thing was he still should have got a couple of more shots, considering the fact that he was cooking all game long.
Right. And I want to throw a little G Money McNugget for you. The Miami Heat flambe the Boston Celtics 120-116 in overtime. So they get revenge. First win of the season, the Heat over the Seas.
Yeah, and the Lakers are in 12th place right now, still out of the play-in tournament, but they're not that far off from, what is it, I think the 5th spot. So LeBron was jacking a bit. You can see it, man. Mm-hmm. But I will say this with Chris Middleton, the fact that the Bucks were right there and Chris Middleton was on a minutes restriction, no one coming back, the Bucks could have won that game. But, you know, like I said, they could have managed some things better. But both teams defensively, I thought they sucked. The Lakers a little bit better defensively, in my opinion, but I still think both of them suck because of the amount of points they gave up. Lakers still gave up 129 points. And besides, their second half defense was pretty bad. They gave up 71 points in the second half. It's just the Lakers scored enough in both quarters because the Bucks defense was still not great. They allowed 67 points in the second half and 66 in the first half. The Lakers had a 30-point quarter every single time. You look at the Bucks, they get themselves 33 points in the second quarter. The Bucks win this game. They have 27.
Big time. And don't forget, too, that 16-4 run by LA. Remember when Milwaukee was up to 977? That 16-4 run by Los Angeles was a key in the third quarter. Imagine that doesn't happen. Imagine. They probably wouldn't have won the game.
Yeah, that was big. That was big. But at the same time, we can't say that because then Milwaukee, they ended up taking the lead in the fourth quarter. So if they never did, I would have said that was the difference. But Milwaukee did take the lead in the fourth, 120-118. It's just that the Lakers finished the game on a 15-9 run to close.
And I think Milwaukee was up 120,
118.
I know that, but I'm saying that remember LeBron hit a big time. I think LeBron hit
they
a
were up. They were up 123-122, and then LeBron put them back up by two with the three-pointer.
So it's it was an 11-6 sprint by the Lakers, sprint to the finish.
Yeah, 11-6, 15-9. The Lakers were able to outscore them by 6 down the stretch after the Bucks took a 2-point lead, 120-118.
Yeah,
123-122. So
right, man, heart-stopping game, heart-pumping game, and this is a win. If you're the Lakers, this is a win that can catapult your season. If you're the Lakers, though, I mean, like I said, 13 road games this month, and you got a gut check road win in Wisconsin. And look at the schedule, Big Lou. I have the Lakers' entire schedule in December, okay? You don't mind, right?
Nope.
So they got to go to D.C., got to go to Cleveland, got to go to Toronto, got to go to Philly, Detroit, home against Boston and Denver back-to-back, home against Washington, 3-game homestand, by the way. They got to go to the Valley of the Sun. They got to go to Sacramento. My fault. The Lakers have 4 home games this month. My fault. Got to go to home against Charlotte, at Dallas on Xmas Day, at Orlando, at South Beach in Miami, and at Atlanta. That's their schedule in December. So if you're the Lakers, if you just beat the teams you're supposed to beat and get more upset wins and just continue to play basketball, give and go basketball, pick and pop, inside out game, they'll be fine.
Yeah, the road games are going to be daunting because for the Lakers, they have, let's see,
Cleveland,
they got 2, the Lakers have 3 back-to-backs this month. And let me see, and they have a stretch where, 2, 4, 6. So they're going to have 4 games in about 7 days. And then it'll be 5 and 9 days with Philadelphia. Then 6 and 11 with Detroit, 7 and 13 with Boston. And then they got 2 games off until 2 days off until they face Denver on Friday at home. Denver is at 14 and 7 right now, I believe.
The Nugs right now are 14-8, actually.
14-8. Okay. The most difficult games here are going to be Cleveland, are going to be Boston, Denver, Phoenix, Sacramento.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, if you look at their schedule, the Lakers can get themselves over 500 in this month. It's not going to be easy, but they can get themselves over 500 in this schedule.
Of course they could.
I don't trust Dallas.
I don't.
Sacramento's no pushover, so they're going to be tough. Phoenix is obviously going to be tough, but I feel like the Lakers could beat them this time if they play the way they're playing right now. Because Phoenix does not have an answer for AD, and DeAndre Ayton has never played well against AD when AD is aggressive. And I say when he is aggressive, because when he is, DeAndre doesn't hold a candle to him. And like I said, DeAndre Ayton has been a disappointment.
True. My only concern, and I do see your point. He made some great logical points. If I had to guess their schedule, I think they beat Washington, lose to Cleveland, lose to Toronto. Weird ass feeling they beat Philly, beat Detroit, lose to Boston, lose to Denver, beat Washington, lose, in my opinion, lose to Phoenix, lose to Sacramento, beat Charlotte. I know the Mavericks have had some bad losses at home, but I have a feeling on Christmas Day, first Christmas home game since 2011 for the Mavericks, at home, I think the Mavs get one. I think the Mavs win. The Lakers beat the Magic, lose to the Heat, and lose to the Hawks. That's my guess in the schedule.
I think they beat the Miami Heat. I know they just beat Boston, but Miami doesn't have the size to deal with the Lakers. And I think that the Lakers, as long as they play inside out, that's the key. Because the thing is, I feel like the Lakers are better than Miami, but that's only as long as they play inside out. If they play outside in, I can see the Heat beating them. But that's the way it's gonna be. Wow, the Lakers actually have a brutal schedule in January. They're talking about December, but January, they got the early part is fine. Charlotte, Miami, and Atlanta. Well, but then they got Sacramento, Denver, Dallas, Philadelphia. 4 playoffs.
Yikes.
Then they got an easy one against Houston on Martin Luther King Day. But then they got Sacramento, Memphis, Portland, and the Clippers. That ain't going to be easy neither. Mm-hmm. Then they got the easy San Antonio Spurs for their final meeting on the 25th. Mm-hmm. But then they got to face Boston and Brooklyn to end the month. Yeah,
and then they got New York last day. They also got New York.
Oh, that's right. They got the Knicks. But then they gotta go to Indiana on Thursday on the 2nd.
They might lose that. I think they might lose that game. I think the Lakers might beat the Spurs and the Kings at home and Rockets, but I have a feeling they lose in Indiana. The Pacers are playing great ball.
And then February, they have the Pacers, the Pelicans, the Bucks again at Crypto.
I'm gonna call Staples. I'd rather call Staples.
I don't like Crypto, but that's what I call.
Don't forget the Thunder. They got the Thunder in there too.
February 7th. I know. I'm just looking at the tough teams, but I know they got the Thunder there. Golden State, that is not going to be easy. Portland, people forget they did play hard, but they're still missing Damian Lillard, who's going to be back on December 4th. They got the Pelicans again, Golden State again, Dallas, Memphis. They got Minnesota. Minnesota has been a disappointing team. I thought they would be better than what they've shown. And Cat, to me, is taking a much more of a step back this year. And Anthony Edwards, who I thought was really going to be at the next level. They got some things they got to figure out with that.
Inconsistent, man. Anthony Edwards has been streakier than Carwax, this year, man. And D'Angelo Russell's been garbage this year too, man.
Yeah, which is why people were, we were saying, the West is going to have all these good teams, but some of them took us by surprise. And quite honestly, the West is wide open. It's not as locked as people think they are, because the Clippers have injury issues, and it's like this is going to give the Lakers, to me, a chance to get themselves together, and they might dominate and rise up in the standings when they were all the way there near at the bottom the first 12 games of the season.
And that's true. And don't forget, even Golden State, the Warriors have injury issues too. There's too many teams who are injury prone. Like even the Warriors have injury issues too. Are we sure Steph, Clay, and Dre will stay healthy? I mean, also the fact that Even Denver, Jokic is durable, but he's missed some games early in the year. You also have Michael Porter and Jamal Murray's been hobbled. Again, man, I don't want to assume injuries. I don't. But I'm saying that if the Lakers can get some breaks from other teams and just continue to play good basketball, keep moving the ball, keep sharing the ball, keep finding the open man, get themselves to the free throw line, they have a legit chance to make the playoffs.
Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So G-Money, for the last time, just give us some final scores before we close out the show. This was one hell of a game. Great call, by G-Money as he did. Man, it was really exciting in this one. We had a nice close game between the Bucks and the Lakers. Shout out to G-Money for picking the game as well. And that's why we had a great one. So let's look at these last couple of scores before we close out.
Alrighty, so let's see. The sun's shining bright on the Rockets, 67-57 at Footprint Center. The Jazz singing a tune, up 75-59 on the Pacers. Then you got the Warriors up by a single penny, 15-14 on ESPN. You got the Hornets shocking the Wizards, 117-116. You have the Hawks without Trae Young. Flapped their wings and soar against the Nuggets, had delicious McNuggets. You got the Heat Miami turn on the Heat on Boston. The Heat beat the Seeds 120-116 in Boston. You have the Nets beating the Raps 114-105 for the third time this season, by the way. You have the Cavs not believing in magic 107-96. You have the Lakers eating delicious fried deer with stuffing 133-129. You have the Grizz scratching and clawing the Sixers 117-109. And you have the Pelicans spreading their wings on the Spurs 117-99, by the way. And the Spurs have now lost 10 in a row.
All right, bet. Ladies and gentlemen, awesome show today. Let me see. Well, Saturday, I will not be doing any streams because I am going to be at a friend's house, so that's going to be off limits. Sunday, I'm going to try to see. I want to do football on Sunday, but I got to see what the schedule is looking like in terms of NBA for Sunday. Let's take a look at that real quick. Let's take a look at the schedule. And
personally, for me, Wednesday, if you are available, Wednesday, we should do Hawks and Knicks on Wednesday.
You said Hawks and Knicks?
On Wednesday, because I'll be busy myself for a while because this is my final week of the fall semester online. I'll let you know when I'm available, but I think Wednesday seems like a perfect game to do with the Hawks and Knicks. Ice Trade, the Big Apple, and DeJounte Murray.
Let's see. Sunday, we have Denver, New Orleans, 3:30, Phoenix, San Antonio at 4, Boston and Brooklyn at 6 on Sunday night. Memphis and Detroit. We got Cleveland against New York. So Donovan Mitchell at the Garden. We got, let's see. Okay, Chicago and Sacramento. Not the best, what I would have thought. Indiana and Portland. So Cleveland, New York, and Boston and Brooklyn are the two big games. And Denver and New Orleans as well. That's a good one. So Monday, let's see. We have Boston and Toronto, Miami and Memphis, Phoenix, Dallas, Indiana and Golden State. That's an interesting one.
It is. And who knows? Indiana might be Golden State that day. Who knows?
And then Tuesday, we got LeBron returning to Cleveland, TNT game. Dallas and Denver, that's a good one. Jokic against Luka at 10 in the Mile High City. And then Wednesday, ESPN game, Atlanta against New York. So Hawks and Knicks definitely will be on.
Oh, yeah, that'll be spicy. Man, I can imagine the Bluebirds and MSG. I can imagine, though. And don't forget, though, before we go, remember the last time the Hawks beat the Knicks? The Knicks were up by 23 when New York was up huge 23, and Atlanta pretty much erased the deficit in a blink of an eye, in a snap. And DeJounte Murray had an electrifying game, 36 points and 6 dishes. And Trey was only 7 for 22. So this game right here should be much more heart-pumping, much more defecating, and much more breathtaking. This game will be fun.
Absolutely. Jay says D'Lo has an expiring contract. We'll see the T-Wolves move a twin tower for him this year. We'll see. I feel like it might be Rudy Gobert. That experiment really hasn't worked out, which I thought it has not worked out. And people were hyping that trade. I said I wasn't really big on it because I was like, I'm not really too sure. I said Cat to me cannot play with another big. He has to be the main one. He has to be the main one. He can space the floor, but Rudy's going to be in his way if he's in the paint. Rudy's a liability offensively. He's what centers would have been in the 2000s. Centers that don't really stretch the floor, centers that just pretty much rebound the ball and dunk the basketball when they get cuts, offensive rebounds, pick and rolls, lobs. That's what Gobert is. And again, when you put him in mismatches with quicker players, quicker wings or guards, he's exposed, which is why he's a liability on the floor. Jay says the Nets and the Warriors, they got to find their perimeter defense. I agree. Poole should start for now and move JaMychal Green. I'm not a big fan of JaMychal Green. I don't even know why the Warriors had to pick him up because of who they lost. Again, I said that they were going to miss Otto Porter Jr. and Gary Payton II. Those were two big losses. And, they need to start pulling. I said Clay needs to come off the bench. I've been saying that for the longest time. I know Clay has kind of found his stroke a little bit as of late, but I still would have him coming off the bench and Jordan Poole starting. I think the Warriors benefit much there. It's just that Clay is a step slow defensively from his injuries. He needs to kind of work himself back. Even though he didn't like to hear what Charles said about him, but it is what it is because it's the truth. You're a step slow due to the fact of your, you had some. Those are possible career-ending injuries, Achilles, and then you have the ACL tear. That's. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So, give a shout out to G Money. We've gone over 3 hours strong. Lakers win 133-129. Great team win for the Lakers. Shout out to Anthony Davis, clearly the player of the game, 44-10 with 3 blocks. Giannis finished with 41 points. Drew Holiday with 28, along with LeBron as well. Chris Middleton finishes with 17 points. Bobby Portis, 15 points off the bench. Russell Westbrook with a double-double. I think he had, 15 points and 11 assists.
And no turnovers, by the way, too.
He didn't turn the ball over, but I bet you Shannon Sharp ain't going to talk about that. What he's going to talk about is that Russ missed 2 big free throws and almost cost him the game. He's going to talk about LeBron with his fourth quarter, with his 13 points in the fourth, and Anthony Davis playing for – but you'll see what I mean. But anyway, guys, from the notorious G Money One, once again, G Money, where can they find you at here on the YouTube channel in these YouTube streets?
BX Sports Jedi Network. BX Sports Jedi Network. That's where you will find me on that channel. Usually more Saturdays.
So you heard it right there, ladies and gentlemen, from the Louis Sports Network. Have a wonderful Friday. Have a wonderful weekend as well. Probably be back on Sunday with some football. If not football, I'll probably try to do one of those games. Maybe Boston and Brooklyn at 6. We'll see. Maybe I might do a football and a basketball, but we'll see what happens. Depends on how I'm feeling. But anyway, guys, have a wonderful night. Classic game right here. Probably one of the game of the year candidates has to be, especially with AD and Giannis getting 40 apiece in this game. LeBron and Drew Holiday.
LeBron and Russ flexing tonight.
I meant to say LeBron and Drew Holiday complimenting their guys with 28 apiece for both teams. But anyway, guys, have a wonderful night. From the notorious G Money One to the Louis Sports Network, this is saying bless up, live, laugh, love. Continue to like, share, and subscribe with these videos. Definitely appreciate you guys. Take care and play the outro music. And we are both gone. Have a wonderful night. Enjoy the Warriors and the Bulls tonight.
So many times, and I just wish they would just stop. You know what I mean? Just stop. I mean, he was, Michael Jordan, I'm Kobe Bryant. I mean, we're two different players, and I wish people would just let it go. It really annoys me because, you can't compare –